Good evening. Welcome to Morty's Diner. This is Morty, and we've got some kind of show tonight. I think this is Wednesday. I don't know. It is Wednesday, February 11th. Valentine's Day is coming up. That creates big problems for me because I should buy some gifts for some special people, but I can't afford anything because I'm the poor. So I'll see what I can come up with. Shoplifting is not being ruled out, by the way. I would not be the first person in the luxury community here to be arrested for a grand theft shoplifting. Just saying. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Good evening. Hello, Slurms Mackenzie and Pasta. Hey. And Bateman from New Zealand. Right. Exactly. All right. Tonight I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Tonight we're premiering another new video here at Morty's Diner. We'll do that in 10 or 15 minutes. So if you want to go back in the kitchen and get your bong and get it ready, or your 6-pack of beer, your bottle of whiskey, your ski soda 6-pack, pack of cigarettes, cigar, whatever. 10 or 15 minutes, we'll present the new video tonight, and it's a big one. It's going to cause some waves out there in the community, no question about it, but it's great. It's great, and it's filled with truths. Tell you what, I'll put the invite link up. Can't imagine why anybody would want to join on the panel, but hey, we'll do that. And if anyone does come on the panel, we can talk about anything. Basically, anything. And there it is. Okay. I went to the dentist today. Now we're starting off with the absolutely tedious, boring, monotonous stories. Okay. I went to the dentist today. I actually got there on time. Clean clothes, showered, shaved, the whole thing. And it was a great appointment. It was a routine appointment and went very, very well. Can't believe how good my teeth look. It's just no tooth gaps. Very good, healthy teeth. Great smile. Got a cleaning today. The hygienist there is outstanding. The dentist is excellent too. Portland has incredible, great doctors of all varieties. But anyway, hello, Davey Smalls, channel member. I'm here for the new videos. Well, it's coming up in about 10 minutes. So let's lock that in there, 7:15. 7:15, we'll premiere the new video for tonight. It's a good one. Well, it's a great one. All right. Then I went to a natural foods upscale kind of market, and I was rolling up and down the aisles there in my supermarket mobility scooter with the big basket on it. And you're here for the music, for the whale music. Oh, okay. Well, we'll have the whale music right after the video because people are going to will need to calm down after they see the video. Coming up in 10 minutes. Quarter after the hour, we're going to do the new video. And I stopped. They had, cashews, all kinds of plastic packages of cashews. And they had roasted, everything was organic. Roasted, unsalted, roasted, salted, dry roasted, salted, dry roasted, unsalted, raw salted, raw salted, honey flavored, curry flavored, And I was staring at the packages for about 10 minutes. And I said, and I didn't buy anything. I bought one can of sardines, or one tin. The brand name is Patagonia. And the packaging looked nice, and it looked like so. Then when I came home, I made a sardine sandwich with a can or a tin I actually already had in the cupboard. The brand name is Nuri, Nuri, in a lemon olive oil, product of Portugal. And large size sardines, very meaty, good quality. Very good. I added on some sliced tomatoes, which had no taste, and some mayonnaise. I do have red onions, but I just didn't have the energy to, slice off an onion piece or cut off a slice of onion for the sandwich, which is usually important. In fact, always important for a sardine sandwich. Bateman. Música ultra relajante calma el cuerpo. Are you speaking Kiwi? What is that? Oh, okay, very good. Oh, boy. I was watching Doc's report when I came home. He had a show. It was either a replay from today or yesterday. I don't know. I don't remember. He talked about his car. The show title was How to Shop for a Car, How an EDMM Shop, the proper way for an EDMM to shop for a car. It was something like that. And he talked about Morty's Diner a little bit, gave some opinions, which I didn't agree with, and that's fine, I don't think he sees the full picture. But he doesn't need to. I mean, the full picture of what's going on here at the diner. There's a lot going on. All right. And then I took a ride home in an Uber or Lyft. And the guy driving the car, he said, "You know who you look like? That famous actor guy." And I said, "Who? Gregory Peck?" And he goes, "No." Jimmy Stewart? And he said, No. Danny DeVito. I said, "You think I look like Danny DeVito? You're joking, right?" He says, "No, you look kind of like him. Yeah, you look just like him." I mean, I can't tell you what I almost did. I mean, this guy must have been on some blueberry kush or cotton candy kush. Yeah, unbelievable. Davey, does Portland have the autonomous? So when I got home, I paid. I brought up the app and I paid him. Paid the bill, gave him a tip, and then I clicked on rating 3 stars. No, I didn't. Okay. Does Portland have the autonomous taxis yet? If Portland does, I don't know anything about it. Okay. Don't know anything about it. Yeah. 21 viewers. Hey, thank you, everybody. We're presenting the new video tonight, coming up at 1:15 which is 5 minutes. The attention. I can feel the tension. I can feel the anticipation in the viewers. 21 viewers, 22 viewers. I'm going to go ahead and give myself a like, which is the thumbs up. Anybody out there would like to support Morty's Diner, please consider giving the channel a like, thumbs up, or a dislike, thumbs down. All right, we're getting Rich Mitch from England, £2. A whale song, please. Okay, let's switch over to the whale song. Is this it? Is that it, or is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, Rich Mitch, is it this one? Slurms, is it this one? I think it's this one. Jimmy, hello, Jimmy. Portland only has autonomous trannies. I think you might be onto something there. Portland only has autonomous trannies. Hi, Morty. I want to thank you for providing us all a blast-free zone. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you, Jimmy. Rich Mitch, thank you very much for the £2 show of channel support. Thank you. Okay, beautiful calming music. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, great. Pavel, channel member. Should I read anything into Jax and Doc's sending each other kisses or hearts in their respective comment sections on the CFN? No. That's just like a like. That's all. Yeah. If they're sending each other dick pics, well then you have something to think about there, right? No, they're just a heart just means thanks, kind of thing. Davey Smalls, channel member. Turns out Luxie's gout was just a splinter in his foot. Is that what that was all about? Amazing. Man, I don't follow what those activities over there, but unbelievable. No, a heart just means thanks. Thanks for the comment, and how's it going? In a positive format. Okay, we're premiering the new video tonight in 3 minutes. And I hope everyone's sitting back and ready for it's a killer. It's a good one. They're all good ones, but yeah, we're emptying out the pipeline. The pipeline is just backed up with brand new content. Doc's, doesn't fully agree with. He's missing out on some information, I think, but it doesn't matter. Mental fucking illness is absolutely correct, Slurms. Absolutely, right. 23 viewers, fantastic. All right. We'll have it up in 2 minutes. Yeah, everybody light up like this guy here, Get your Sky Soda binge going like this guy. And then the invite link is up if anybody wants to hop on after we do the premiere of the video. I'd certainly enjoy, as we all would, if any people would like to join the panel and we can talk about anything. Jimmy, Morty has been doing good clips as of late. That nice guy one is quite good. Good beats. Oh, I love that video. Because it starts off in the mental hospital with everybody, with those guys wearing straitjackets, and it's fantastic. Bateman, will 2026 be the year of unity for you and TFC at Slurms? So take that back, Green Room. Take that back. Right, amazing. The whale music retains the viewership. Great. It is a world premiere tonight. No, Bateman. Well, certain things, many things would have to be done for that to fall into place, and many things, which would include penance, and it's just not going to happen, I don't foresee that happening this year or any year, but, hey, surprise me. And it's 7:15. Time for the premiere of tonight's new video here at the diner. I'm going to turn the music off for a second. Stand by. And hopefully this will take just a few seconds and we'll get it right up. It'll take a moment. I'll find it. I'm looking for it. I got to push the right buttons. I'm looking. It's not easy. All right. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Okay, let's look at some of the let's get the whale music back first and foremost. Well, there we go. And let's see what we got here. Okay. Free premiere at the free videos at the diner, baby. You won't get this anywhere. Well, you won't, because it's original content, not people's stolen content. Stolen content from other channels. Yeah, we're doing it, baby. Jesus, there's the first review from Jimmy. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Hello, Loose Tooth. Now, this is very interesting, Davey. This is not hate and viscountness. This is highlighting the hate and viscountness on, over there. Okay. Okay, Riley's really going for it. Pavel. Yeah, somebody's folding somebody's laundry today. Look at that video. Yeah, he's the laundry folder. You got that right. Is this to celebrate Valentine's Day? Absolutely. Bateman. Gonna be honest, I think this says more about Breitling, if anything. Well, now you see, that's a very interesting comment, because it just shows, and I'm saying this in a friendly format, it just shows how unaware and uninformed or misinformed you are about the personalities on those channels. You need to be exposed to what really has gone on over there over time. And that will be coming out in future videos. You'll be maybe illuminated and educated to who you've been watching and dealing with. Because, no, not at all. He's just holding a mirror. We're just holding a mirror here at the diner to those people and their actions and behaviors and words. So. Was that Geraldo? Oh, you mean the recipient of the joy juice? I don't know, but might have been. Jimmy, Morty got Boys to Men to do the vocals for this clip. Amazing. I met those guys. Early 90s. Yeah, very nice bunch of fellas. Yeah. Okay. See, Rufus, same comment for you as to Bateman. You haven't been around long enough to know what's going on in depth at all, but what goes on the other channels with certain people. You just don't know. But stay tuned to Morty's Diner, because we'll be, going over it. Okay? So stick around, Rufus. Don't get sucked in and turned into a lemming or a sheep. Stick around and then you'll be fully informed in a humorous format. I rate this one a 5.5. Really? That's all? Okay. Performed by Boys to Men, written by R. Kelly. Right. Jesus. Well, you got it backwards, Rufus. No disrespect. You got it backwards. But we'll continue. No, it isn't. It's just highlighting what's going on. Hello, Bradley. Rufus. Okay. Hey, listen, Rufus, that's fine, but you've got it backwards. But we'll present it to you over the upcoming week, so you see, or you'll be able to see that it's not backwards here; it's backwards over there. Okay. And Amazing Air Show, how you doing? All right. You know what? I don't think people fully appreciated the brilliance of that video. Badass, baby. Here it comes, baby. Wow. Phenomenal. All right. Let's catch up on the comments. Yeah, it's definitely laundry day, baby. Yeah. All right. Bad Bunny blast. All right. Nate. Oh. What's to be seen is, does Morty have the thick enough skin for the retort by those people? Can't wait for how it plays out. Great content. Well, thank you for the great content. I've been blasted and analyzed and obsessed over for years over there. I guess years. I've had it, oh, more than years. I mean, and yeah, at this point, I'm immune to it. I just laugh at it, you know. And it's time to turn the tables a little bit and just highlight. We're just highlighting their behavior and their own words, things they've said, things they've admitted to. Not making anything up here. Okay. And stay tuned for upcoming videos. You won't want to miss them. Davey, the cult members over there are not a fan of this. Really? I think they really deep down, they get a chuckle out of this stuff, but they'll never admit that. They have to just blast back. That's what they're blasting away, Now's a good time to go take a leak. All right. Gigadwa. Did you get an Uzi face blast earlier? Rufus got blasted? What? I caught the very end and didn't have time to go back and watch. Oh, I don't know anything about Rufus and Uzi today. Don't know. Gigadwa. See, Mort? The gap or the tooth gap makes it way funnier. It's all about the details, baby. Yeah, we had noticed that. The whispering, relax that ass, baby. Relax that ass. The whispering is not creepy at all. Jesus. You think these videos are too much? What have you been watching on those other channels 3 hours a night, listening to the hate and viscountness and lying and Jesus. Say, Jax, how's it going? Sweet Christ, Morty. I didn't need to see that. That's worse than saying, oh, open your balls. How the hell do you open your balls? Wow. Well, they're the laundry folders. They're folding the laundry tonight, Jack. That's for sure. Tickle my talk. Is weed on special today? I don't know. Maybe. Hello, Mike the Mistake. Okay. Dirk Diggler. Hey, man. I've been really getting into watching Mayor of Kingstown. I don't know what that is. Jimmy Chingao, bud, at Mike the Mistake. What the fuck happened to our Canadian women's hockey team? Fuck me dead. USA crushed us. Wow. Yep. Blasting. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, there's the premiere of tonight's new video. It was pretty great, huh? I mean, just phenomenal. Yeah. So let's continue our fun.
We need to start seeing results. If we do not turn a profit soon, Morty is going to have someone's nuts in a fucking sling. I don't want to hear that he needs to shoot coke with a straw in his ass on a live stream to bring in the money, or sadistically beat a crack whore for a buck. Morty has class. He is not a degenerate ass.
Fantastic, huh? Yeah, nuts in a sling. Unbelievable. Slinging it, baby. Mm-hmm. All right, the invite link is up if anybody would like to join the panel, talk about whatever. I'm just scrolling through some things here. I got to get better organized on this stuff. It's a lot to do. It's busy. It's hard, man. It's hard. I'm looking for something, but I haven't found it yet, which, where the hell is it? Jesus. Sorry, folks. Just hang in there for a second with me.
Even the truly majorly insane have moments of clarity. It is not often, but sometimes they can get it right when they truly know the truth, and it is outwardly communicated outside of the fantasy land in which they live. This is the demented and deranged. A moment of clarity.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. It's a good point. He's a nice guy.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. It's a good point. He's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. Even the crazies know he is a nice guy. A sane guy. That Morty, he is a nice guy. The asylum knows that Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah. It's a good point. He's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole.
The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah, it's a good point. He's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that Morty. Oh, he's a nice guy. Nice guy. The demented, the deranged, no more. There is a nice guy. Even the crazies know. Nice guy. Nice guy.
Fantastic. All right, let's catch up on some comments and let's go to some guests. All right, let's need the music. Okay, Blaine Cole, Morty, president of Oregon chapter of Anti-Face Blast. Yeah, right. Okay. Jax, Dirk, open your balls. What is it? Holy shit. JT, I'm sure there's some part of that guy who'd respect the audacity. Oh, he's getting a chuckle out of all this. Believe me, he is. But okay. All right, let's continue on. Rufus, stick around, Rufus, because you don't know the real picture. Wait till you see some more content from the past. We're going to do a blast from the past, and you'll get a better perspective of how things are in that community. Okay. Where do we continue from? All right. With Rufus, Uzi tries. Yeah, I mean, learning how to goose step in time is and proper technique takes a little practice and training, But he's getting there. He's going to be a primary champion goose stepper, no question about it. Okay, we're catching up here. Blinded by the blast. Yeah, that can happen. Please wear eye protection on those channels. Wear eye protection. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that shows on Paramount. Okay. Hey, Dirk, opening your balls talk. Wow. Okay. Mayor of Fuckdown. Right. All right. All right. Dirk Diggler. Yes, Rufus. I now understand the trauma that may have affected our friend Jax. What's for breakfast? Nothing, honey. Right. Yeah, I'm sure you could get. I don't doubt. They probably had nothing, honey. What was that, like General Mills or Post? They probably had nothing, honey at the commissary. So just open your balls, honey. JT, he's not wrong. When I saw that last clip, all I could think of, now that's class. Absolutely. Are we getting a show tonight, Jax? Inquires Geek Adwa. Nice guy, always. Even when I retaliate, I'm a nice guy. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into that, but yeah. Open your balls, baby. All right. Okay, Davey Smalls, channel member. This one I rate an 8.5, possibly a 9. Oh, the Morty's a good guy in the insane asylum. I think that's a 10. At the minimum, it's a 9.5, but it's probably a 10. Yeah. I could put that song on a 24-hour loop, and I think everybody watching the show, they would be singing that song in their head all day long for the rest of their lives. Yeah. O-Town, nice guy. JT, be interesting. Oh, we got guest backstage. I just noticed it. Please hang on, and we'll get to you in just a moment. Let me catch up on the comments. JT, be interesting when Morty transitions from the cartoon-like AI vids to full 3D renders. So many potential targets of the hate. Oh, stick around, baby. I'm telling you, the pipeline is backed up with content. It's bulging. The pipes are bulging, waiting for it to come out, to ooze out. Pavel, hey, Mort. Anyway, you can run this for another 5 hours. For another 5 hours to send Jax into another jealousy-fueled existential meltdown. Yeah, I know. I can comment on that a little later. Yeah. New Jax. Pavel opened his balls twice today. Holy shit. Uzi, Jimmy, a nice guy too. In between. No. You're absolutely wrong. But keep smoking that bong. You'll be okay. Wait, you suck a bong? You blow a bong? I don't know. Whatever. Inhale a bong. Yeah. We don't, Mayor Fucktown. We get out of it. Okay. Blaine, was that Boys to Men on the soundtrack or the Gap Band? Right. Pavel, you've never gotten out of any town in your entire life. The pipeline is backed up, not on those other channels. Right. Well, I think we need Easy Company here to blast open the pipes, let all that content come out in giant eruption. Now we got a guest backstage, and the name on the name is The Crazies Know, and since I don't know who that is, I can't take a chance. So whoever that is, you'll have to let me know in the private chat or open up your camera for a second. Otherwise, I can't take a chance of who it is. Might be somebody on the penance list, or even worse. But I'll be happy to put you on the show if I know who you are. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. I don't want to bring on any swastika-toting, goose-stepping brown shirts on the panel. Pavel's not even original. He's copying Johnny Angel. Hey, honey. Yeah, the Crazies Know backstage. I can't bring you on unless you let me know who you are. I can't risk swastikas and racism, hate, blasting, analyzing the audience. I can't do that. And he or she or they, them is not letting me know who they are. So sorry, can't bring you on until you let me know. Right. Hey, we got 26 people watching the show. Thank you all very much. Let's check the thumbs up, see if anybody's showing any appreciation or hate for tonight's program. And we got five thumbs up out of 27 viewers. Oh, the pain. All right. Jax avoided Johnny Angel last night on... okay. I don't know, Morty. Those DPRK Army women and their goose stepping. Yeah. Well, those... right, okay. Right. A lot of honey talk in the chat here. Rufus, urinator vibes coming from... Okay. Yeah, whoever's backstage with the name Crazy, the Crazies know, they're not leaving. They're hanging in there, but I can't risk bringing them on without some indication of who the person actually is. It's only fair. I mean, it could be Aussie Expat. I don't know, but I doubt he would change his name to the Crazies know. No, Davey, you see, that's what they hope I do. And no, I can't do that, you see. I've learned how to do this, and I'm not going to pull a Watch Nicholas and blast up my channel. Yeah, Rufus, it might be. And because he's still around out there, destroying channels, and creating chaos and havoc. So, well, can't bring him on. Now I have become Uzi, the destroyer of channels. Jax, I handle light work on my show, Gigadwa. I had bigger fish to fry last night. Still hate you, Lex, right? Rufus is sympathizing with the Nazi sympathizer. Isn't that amazing? Rufus sympathizes with the anti-Semite and the racist and the lunatic. You can't. These things can't be explained. You just can't explain these things. It's amazing.
Even the truly majorly insane have moments of clarity. It is not often, but sometimes they can get it right when they truly know the truth, and it is outwardly communicated outside of the fantasy land in which they live. This is the demented and deranged. A moment of clarity.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole... I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, it's a good point. He's a nice guy.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. It's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. Even the crazies know he is a nice guy. A sane guy. That Morty, he is a nice guy. The asylum knows that Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah, it's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole.
The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah, it's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that Morty. Oh, he's a nice guy. Nice guy. The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy. Even the crazies know. Nice guy. Nice guy.
All right. I mean, that video is a 10. I mean, it's just great. Yeah, that was the guy that I suspected. He left me a charming message in the private chat involving the F word and the N word. You know, which he always does. Okay, let's continue on the comments here. Let's see here. Blaine, Uzi and Nazi don't belong in the same sentence. You think so? I don't think so. What's this? You didn't want John. What? John Swatch? Hey, Jack streams like once a week now. No, he doesn't. New Jacks. Rufus Uzi, get out of Fucktown earlier. Yeah, right. Okay. JT, I say we just go. What is that? Amputation talk. Jax, it looks like there's a comment under my last one, but I can't read bullshit. Exactly. Jax, just admit you love. Unbelievable. The Face Blast Zone with your host, Rod Spertling. Right. Right. John, hey Chris, Johnny Favorite was what became of Johnny Angel according to Louis Cypher. Okay. I miss Jax doing the old bend over. It looks incredible, right? Dirk, whoa. First JB is friends with Nikki. Now Jax is bubs with Lux. Man, I miss all the good Shiite. Jax, where's my money, bitch? I mean, Dirk. I finished your driveway. See, Boris, this comment is amazing. Yeah, you know, you watch the Watch Nicholas show or any of those other channels. How many times do they play the same video? Hundreds and hundreds of times. Hundreds. I play a new video 2, 3, 4 times, you know, and they're overexposed. You know, unbelievable. Boris, you're the one who's overexposed. Wow. Okay, he's back again. And he's back again. And he doesn't give up. He's got so little to do in his life that he just can't stay away from my channel. Even though he hates me, he hates it. So he just left. His the screen name that he used was Morty sucks NKOK. But no, I don't. I'm not the one who sucks N-word KOK. That's the other guy. He admitted it. But anyway, let's continue on here. Sad. McLobster, channel member, raise money to get Lionel Richie to do a cover of the Nice Guy song. Wow, that would be great. I'm not a Lionel Richie fan, but he could do a great job on that song. Jimmy, Morty said biatch with conviction, baby. He reads them chats well. Okay. I like it when Morty swears. Jax, tell him to open his balls to come on. No, that guy's not coming on this. You mean Uzi? No, fucking way. He's on the penance list. You know, I don't know the story, but it was something that he bought a new Rolex and from some place. I don't know where he bought it from, but I heard somebody talking about it, that he had to send it back to the dealer because it's all scratched up or it's fucked up. I mean, yeah, he bought a watch and then he had to send it back because it's all fucked up. Wow, Jesus, talking about the luxury lifestyle of a tow truck driver. Oh man. Fucking hell. Yeah, unbelievable. 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 All right. Nate O, couldn't believe my eyes. Jack's having plur with Lux. What's going on? There's some detente with Jax and Lux. I don't believe that for a second. JT, oh, he still hates him, but he related to him as one would when they seen an animal in distress. Wow. Okay, Jimmy, here's a question. I'm innocent and pure. What is the difference between face blasting and ball opening? That's a very good question. That's a very good question, you know, and I can't define or explain really what ball opening means. Jax came up with that one, the mayor of Fucktown, or the mayor of Get Out of Fucktown. So maybe he can address that on his show later tonight. Unbelievable. Yeah, the idiot broke it already. It's absolutely fucking hysterical. You know, it's unbelievable. Yeah. You know, that Rolex, who's going to see that these Rolexes that he spends tens of thousands of dollars on so he can impress people? Who the overnight worker at the gas station where he buys coffee and a burrito at 1 a.m. Okay. Who else is going to see the gold Rolex he's wearing when he's driving the wrecker truck? Nobody. Maybe someone at the gas station in the overnight shift, maybe at the day shift. Maybe at lunchtime when he pulls into a pizzeria, the illegal alien behind the counter will look at the gold Rolex and say, hey, si, senor, nice watch. You know, I don't know, or a nice watch, bro. Like, for reals. I don't know. It's unbelievable. Yeah. But you know, if you were a 5'2" Nazi, you'd need to have something to impress people with, because you know you're not going to impress people, you know, driving a tow truck being 5'2" and wearing a Nazi uniform or a Klan outfit, you know. I mean, just, you know, driving home after a Klan cross burning celebration, you know. I guess you can impress your other Klan members at the cross burning, you know. Or maybe if he pulls into the Church's Fried Chicken, the guy at the drive-thru handing him his package, he'll be impressed with the Rolex. That's about it. He doesn't see anybody else. Oh, his girlfriend. He has I don't know how he's got that sweetheart of a girlfriend. That's absolutely unbelievable. Because I talked to her. She was on the show once. All right, let's see here. Amputation talk. Okay, we got that. Yeah, I don't know any about this. Maybe Jax will talk about that. Okay. Catching up here. Rufus is a fan of the worst people imaginable. It's unbelievable. I saw him I saw Uzi floating around on the Mental Jock's new channel, Freaky Winders. I watched a little bit of that today, and he was there on the panel. And it's none of my business what Jock does with his show. I mean, best of luck on his show, and we all hope it takes off, you know. But if he's going to keep flirting around with Uzi on the show there, he's destined for a disaster. Just saying to Jock, you know, beware. Yeah, this is the night comment. The idiot broke. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Somehow that looks familiar. I'm not sure what that means though, but maybe. More ball talk. Okay. JT, Nate, he still hates them, but he really, I see. Okay, we got that. All right. Boris, you're a sick fuck. Well, I respect your PhD in botany and all that, but you're a sick fuck. Okay. Can everyone please keep your balls in the closed? A lot of ball talk here tonight. This is getting to sound like that other channel where all they talk about is jizz and balls, you know. Pavel, if you haven't noticed, Jax's proclamations of certainty expire like milk. Wow. Wow, amazing. Jax rebuilds bridges so he can run the dungeon. Jax rebuilding, I see, okay. Yeah, the staff at Wawa, right, the impressionable staff at Wawa, right. It's to impress people he'll never meet and never has met. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, well, I can believe that. People do that. A lot of those watch people do that. They spend $20,000 on a watch just to show to people they don't know and they'll never ever meet. And it's absolutely amazing. Isn't the dungeon now the Freaky Winders channel? Well, no, I don't know anything about that. I thought Jock's channel is a whole brand new channel that he's running. As far as I know, the dungeon is still its own channel, but yeah. What's this? Pavel, you're sometimes even more cringe and textful. Why is that? Yeah, right, okay. Hey, Freaky Winders, good to see you. Run that dungeon, baby, right. Jax doesn't do shows for audiences of less than 30 people. I'd like to talk to him about that, but maybe not in public. You know, maybe I can send him a telegram. A candygram. Maybe I can send him a Western Union candygram with some comments to help to, not to help him, but just to pass along some unsolicited suggestions. Right. Right, okay. I suppose the pointy hood makes you look much taller. Well, if you're 5'2" and you're wearing the pointy hood, you're definitely going to come across like, you know, see, a pointy hood is at least 15, 16 inches. So, yeah, that's definitely. Rufus, anyone Uzi would run into would never believe that any of his watches are real. That's correct. They would think they're Invicta or just a Korean, Chinese, copies, right? Think about that for one moment. Who would actually believe that they're real? Not even the overnight worker at the Wawa gas station would think that those gold Rolexes are real. You're right, Rufus, you nailed it. Yeah, they're Chinese knockoffs, right. Freaky Winders, I was being civil with Uzi, and my hand was in the button. Okay, fantastic. I just wanted to be sure. I know you got it under control. I just didn't want to see your channel get blasted. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Freaky Winders. My wife has my balls in her handbag. Holy shit. Jimmy, I knew Boris was a smart dude. Botany baby. Okay. Uzi doesn't have what it takes to build his own channel. You know, back when I was talking with him a year and a half, 2 years ago. I don't remember when it was. He started his own channel. We were on fine terms. He didn't reveal who he really was at that time. Got along with him fine, and I went on his very first show. He was in some back in backyard wooded area, something like that, and kind of like hiking around and stuff. And I went on that show to lend some support and positivity. See, yeah, because Morty's a nice guy. Uzi, Narc, and HR are my three favorite. Uzi, Narc, and HR are my three favorite characters. Dato, get in touch with Boris, the botanist, and maybe you can get a combination discount at the psychologist's office. Jimmy, Morty didn't get my somewhat convoluted take. Let me go back to Jimmy. I knew Boris was a smart dude. Botany, I understand that. He's a botanist and Botany Bay. I get it. I'm not an idiot, despite what those people say. Okay. Jimmy, I thought the only grand wizard was that watch guy. Right, okay. Got it. 5'2" cannot see over his picket fence. Correct, right. Uzi's work clothes are a good theft deterrent. Right. Well, you see a Klan member driving around a tow truck. I mean, he's giving you fair warning of what he's going to, do with your car, I guess, when he, whatever. Okay, 33 viewers. Thanks very much. And and tonight's supporter and show sponsor is Rich Mitch with a £2 super chat all the way from England. You see, this is the conundrum on the Morty's Diner channel. The other channels would have taken in 50 or $100 by now, but that's okay. He's back. Nutsy is back. I'm going to call him Nutsack. With another insulting screen avatar name. Yeah, but what do you expect, Yeah, incredible. Wait for upcoming shows. It's going to be more will be coming out. More great content. Hey, Uzi is 6'2" with the hood on. Yeah, I mean, Blaine mentioned that. You put the hood on a 5'2" guy, and you got a 6'2" Imperial Wizard or Grand Kleagle. It's there it is. It's the Imperial Wizard and the Grand Dragon. Just wanted to clear that up, right? Oh man! All right, absolutely incredible. I want to thank everybody. We've got 34 people watching. Thank you all very much for checking out the channel. Please, if you can, give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and help Morty, scrape out a living here, living in the gutter of poverty. All right. So, super chat, provide pound super chat. He's the only supporter of tonight's show, keeping the channel going. All the other decamillionaires out there, not a brass razoo of support, but it's okay. I'm used to it. He's back again. Okay. Another boastful, insulting screen name he's got there. Just pathetic, really pathetic. Okay, let's continue on with the comments. All right, let's see here. We need the whale music. Let's get that back, baby. Rufus. Funny thing is, Morty, you and Uzi have the exact same take on politics. Think about that for a moment. Rufus, with all due respect, I think you've been smoking too much cotton candy kush. Think about that for a moment. What are you talking about, Rufus? Jeez. Let's continue. JT, anytime I see Bateman's name in the chat, I hear it in my head with Easy's voice. Bateman! Okay. Blaine, it's the... Right, okay, we got that. Let's catch up. McLobster, channel member. By the way, join the channel, support the diner, help it stay in business and thrive and flourish. I think channel memberships start as low as $1.99. I mean, $1.99 a month. I mean, come on, Jesus. I mean, it's unbelievable. But anyway, okay. McLobster, the more anti-blasting you do will increase your viewership, but the essence of the channel is calming and occasionally enlightening bore core. What does that mean? But thank you. I think that's a compliment. I don't know. Chris Bateman, I likened you to an Uzi supporter due to your multitude of interesting takes. All this Uzi talk is really getting him hard tonight. He's blasting away at home in his basement watching this show. Guarantee it. He's the chronic masturbator. JT, who's the largest cellmate supposed to be? Mookie? Well, I don't know. Okay, use your imagination. You get what? Morty has AI to pay for now. It's expensive. The bathrobes are a nice touch. I didn't know they had bathrobes in state prison, but not that I've ever been in prison, but maybe, I don't know if that's allowed because you have to wear a prison issued uniform, but I don't know. Maybe you don't anymore. Maybe you can wear a bathrobe and a silk robe and slippers and a cigarette in a cigarette holder. And I don't know. Holy shit is right. Okay. Is that other dude Mike Tyson? Base stats? No, I don't think so. But stay tuned for future videos is all I can tell you. Hey, Dirk, this is funny. Fantastic. Okay. JT, the jizz is coming out through my computer screen. Oh, my God, I can relate to that. Eye protection and a face mask are required if you're watching those channels. I swear that is Geraldo. Well, I don't know if he's involved in those channels, but okay. LG Breitling. No, he's not the rainbow guy. Those other people are the rainbow people. Just listen to the stories they tell about their lives and what they do. That's some real R. Kelly shit there. Holy cow. Chris, I'm on my phone, Bateman. Came up as an empty Rufus, does Breitling all his AI for Morty? Well, we got a whole team here at the diner. The diner production offices. No shit. Boys to Men. Pavel, I definitely seen more cartoon depictions of jizz on this channel than anywhere else. Yeah, well, what we're doing here is highlighting the jizz community on the other channels. That's all we're doing. We don't talk about jizz. They're the ones who swallow and slurp it and tell stories about swallowing and slurping it. I'm not making this up. It's true. I've got all the clips. Stay tuned for future content videos. We're just the team here. We're just highlighting what goes on the other, quote, hate and jizz channels. Okay. And again, open your cheeks. Okay. Okay. Very good. He likes hide the cheek. What's a hide and seek? Okay. Very good. Rufus does seem like a radical dude. Rufus is the current professional 5-star chef. He's got a vast collection of expensive knifeware, cutlery. Yet he, hopefully he only uses it to slice bread, but okay. Gigedwa, I think of Bill and Ted every time I hear the name. Last Maxing. Okay, Poway. Hey, Poway. Morty's back again. He's on a roll, a 21K skin roll. Okay. I was getting more D'Angelo than R. Kelly. Oh, fuck. Look who's here. The world traveler who needs the money. He's poor. Send me money. I'm broke. Then he goes traveling around the world with his, with his charming wife. Okay, got it. Bateman, the art style reminds me of Adult Swim comics. That's very, yeah, Cucasello, right? You know Cucasello, you know Cucasello. Okay. Tell me that doesn't sound like Marcelo. Right. Where are we here on but anyway, enjoy your world travel, Marcelo. I mean, it's fantastic that you can do that, even though you're the poor. But that's great. Okay. Rufus, go fuck yourself, Marcelo. There you go. I have expensive lives. Would anyone be offended if I said, I don't know what that means? I have expensive lives. Okay. Palway, Morty, I just ate a really juicy kiwi fruit and a juicy plum. I'd like to talk about kiwi fruit for just a moment. When I was in Japan, I was hanging out with some friends, and one of them was a Canadian woman in her 20s. And we were having lunch, and she pulled out a kiwi fruit, and which is kiwi fruits are fantastic, you know. But what she did was she picked up the kiwi fruit and just started biting it like an apple, with the whole fuzzy brown skin on it and everything. So she eats it, you know, and she's chewing on it. And I go, "Is that how you eat a kiwi fruit in Canada?" She goes, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, I've never seen anyone eat a kiwi fruit like that, just eating that fuzzy brown skin." She goes, "No." I said, "Yeah, everyone I know, you peel it or you take a spoon and you scoop out the delicious green or yellow fruit inside. You don't eat the outside fuzzy brown skin." She goes, "Really? I never heard of that." But look, I'm not from New Zealand. I'm not a Kiwi. I don't know anything about kiwi fruit, but I thought that was pretty fucking weird. But okay. Oh, you're right. Happy birthday, Marcelo. He has a birthday. Every year is his birthday, right? Every day of every year is his birthday, right? Take that back, Tabacha. What you? Oh, right. Take that back, Tabacha. What you said, right? Oh. Palway. I don't like 21K and Marcelo either. Right. Okay. That's like eating the edamame shell and all. Well, yeah, John Swatch. I mean, that's like eating the pea pod, not just the edamame bean inside the pea. I mean, I can't explain. Davy Smalls, the kiwi skin is nutritious. Well, listen, some people peel an apple, some people eat the apple skin, but that's like eating an orange and just eating the rind with the orange, or eating a watermelon rind with the watermelon, not or a cantaloupe, eating the cantaloupe skin, the rind, not just. I mean, hey, listen, what Canadians do, I don't know. Chris Bateman loves the fuzzy outside skin. Wow. Palway, I think some varieties of kiwi you eat the skin. Palway says, but most you don't. I always peel, but it's meant to be good for you to eat the fibrous skin. I've never eaten the fuzzy brown fibrous skin of a kiwi, so maybe that is the way to do it. So I'm open to that, but I don't know. But the first time I saw it, I thought, well, that's weird. Then I thought, well, it's a Canadian, it makes kind of sense. Growing up in Saskatchewan, where there's one person for every 500 miles. So I don't know. Don't know.
We need to start seeing results. If we do not turn a profit soon, Morty is going to have someone's nuts in a fucking sling. I don't want to hear that he needs to shoot coke with a straw in his ass on a live stream to bring in the money, or sadistically beat a crack whore for a buck. Morty has class. He is not a degenerate ass.
Okay, fantastic. One person every 500 miles, maybe kiwi skin was the key to survival. Well, you got a good point there. Morty, have you ever manscaped your kiwis? Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, the capital city of Saskatchewan is Saskatoon. I think it's Saskatoon or Saskatoon. Saskatoon, I guess they would say. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he's still backstage, jacking off. You know, incredible. Incredible. Sad life. Man in his tow truck. Amazing.
Maybe it's time for me to start reflecting on what I'm actually doing with my life. No ambition, no goals, no real life. Just live streaming, 12 hours a day. Why does Curly say I'm gay? So many people just assume I'm gay. Maybe I am. What about that experience in high school? Did it all start in high school? I think it's time to start thinking about my life.
Wow. Amazing. Okay, let's go back to the comments here. Kiwi content. All right, Freaky Winders. Who's backstage? Sorry, I left there for a bit. Oh, that was the 5'2" racist, guy. You know, with the insults and the racist hate comments. Freaky. Would a super chat persuade you, Morty, to bring them on? Well, they're on the penance list. A variety of people are on the penance list. So it's not just a case of super chat. Performing penance has a deeper meaning. But of course, like in the mafia movies like The Godfather, the mafia guys go to church regularly, you know, and then they go to confession, or their family members will go to confession. And then after church on Sunday, then they go out and plan another murder. So it's a very complicated issue with the mind of psychopaths, sociopaths. It's complicated to break it down. Okay. Is Morty the priest in this story? Very funny. Very good one, Rufus. That's a good one. Okay. Very good. Okay. Something tells me that priest isn't qualified. Well, you might have a point there. Right. Okay. Wow. Oh, and he's back. Oh, no, that's something else. All right. Very good. 35 viewers. Thanks, everybody, for watching Morty's Diner. There's a tremendous lack of donors tonight, people donating, performing the act of support for the channel, besides viewing and chatting. But, that's, like I said, that seems to be my fate in life. I'll never get to England based on income from this channel. But that's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
What exactly is projection in psychology terms? Projection is a subconscious defense mechanism in psychology where an individual attributes their own unacceptable thoughts, feelings, motives, or traits onto another person. Instead of acknowledging their own uncomfortable emotions, such as anger or insecurity, the person projects them outward, accusing others of feeling or acting that way. Only truly sick and fucked up demented people use projection, simply because they do not want others to know about their demented thoughts, so they consistently project them onto others. Demented degenerates often use projection because they are ashamed of their own feelings, or they have a deep, sick and twisted mind they try to hide. The problem with people that project often is it really hides nothing. It just shows their true feelings of what they want and how they want it.
Oh man, it's just brilliant, 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 brilliant. Let's go back to the comments. Catch up there. Hey, Chris F, $1.99 super chat, channel member supporting Morty's Diner. Thank you very much. Morty, do you have a favorite Winter Olympic game? Well, I don't really watch TV sports or the Olympics, but I think slalom skiing takes a lot of guts. First, certainly when you first try it, and must be extremely thrilling to be a slalom skier, go down the steep slide or whatever it's called, the slalom, and then you go flying in the air. I mean, it must be incredibly exciting. And yeah, Van Lux, my dog farted. Congratulations. They're the ones who are obsessed, not me. They're the obsessed ones. 35 viewers, baby. Right. Right. Okay. Mac Lobster, channel member. I pray no one ever discovers me watching this. Yeah, make sure your curtains are closed and your blinds are down, lights are off. But even pray harder that no one ever sees you watching those other channels. Because, right. Here's a nice comment. So is Breitling a top or a bottom? Coming from a guy who eats the whole kiwi fruit and lives surrounded by 100 million sheep. Right. I wouldn't talk if I were you, Bateman. Right. Right. Hey Uzi eats his corn. Hey Uzi eats his corn the long way and loving it. You better believe it. Deep corn. Espresso Racer, good evening. Crappy, if you could have any Tudor watch, which would you pick? Well, I like two Tudor watches. One is the 925 silver, also, sterling, or whatever it is, silver watch, which it's a Black Bay, but it's silver. And everybody hates that watch, but I think it's a nice choice. And a Pelagos is a damn nice watch, even with the stupid looking snowflake, the square snowflake thing. A damn good looking watch. I mean, once you get used to it, all the other Tudor watches are kind of stupid, Yeah, the Pelagos. Now, I mean, even if I were a guy with lots of money, like an EDMM, and I were going to buy a Pelagos, I don't know if I would buy the blue dial or the black dial, because they both look really great, and the loom is really, really good. So Aussie Expat has a Tudor, but it's like the Pelagos, but it's got a whole dial. The outer bezel, it's got time indices, and it lights up as well. I mean, it's illuminated as well. I forgot. It's called the FTM or something like that. Yeah. Well, that doesn't make any sense, Davey. That kind of comment is what starts World War II, you see. So those comments like that, they're laughably innocent or naive. The FXD, okay, there it is. Yeah, hell of a watch. Yeah. All right. Amazing. See, if I were playing Baby Cow every 10 minutes, I would have taken in over $100 so far, with people saying, play Baby Cow, $5. Play Baby Cow, $5. But this channel, where we create original content, which is rip-roaring, historically brilliant, and full of truths, deep truths. The only person who supports the channel is Rich Mitch with £2 and Chris F. It's so depressing. So depressing. But that's the way it goes at Morty's Diner. Staff works really hard to pleasure the customers, and no tips. No tips. President Trump's accomplishment of no tax on tips doesn't apply to Morty and the diner staff, because we don't get any tips, or hardly any, but that's okay. That's how it is, Life stuff, baby.
The time has come. Why give your money away to people that don't need it? Morty needs the money. It's time to make it rain, bitches. Morty's Diner. Why give your money away to support a lifestyle? Give it to someone that needs it, appreciates it, and respects it.
Yeah, amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. Let's catch up on the comments. Freaky Winders. Davey, you float my boat without money. You wee sexy man. Okay. My dog farted again. And I don't have a dog. Keep eating those kiwi fruits, Bateman. Chris, this is way better than those lame FC clips. What are FC clips? FC. Oh, right. Yeah, those clips are just, I don't want to say they're bad. I mean, they're reflective. Those clips are so bad. You know, those clips are reflective of, and you know the rest. Yeah. Davey, did you see Pam Bondi today roasting the deranged congressman? I saw some thumbnail clips about Pam Bondi and some other stuff. I just clicked on them to save to watch later. But no, I don't know what occurred with Pam Bondi in Congress today. Freaky Winders. I do love a kiwi, and I'm not talking only about Bateman. You know, I've met I met a number of New Zealanders when I lived in Los Angeles. And I thought they're just about the nicest people on the planet, people from New Zealand. And then I lived in Japan, and I met a lot more New Zealanders. And then I met Bateman, and I realized, no, I was way too optimistic in my thinking there. Right. Okay. No panelists. No new memberships tonight. Man, it's tough. It's hard out here for a pimp. Whatever that song is, it's tough out there for a pimp. It is, man. It is. It's tough, baby. Davey, Morty, did you hear our good friend Jay Gray is not well? I heard something that he's not well, but I don't know any details about any news about Jay Gray. But someone mentioned yesterday on my channel or one of the others that he's not well at all. But I don't know anything about it. Hustle and flow, right? It's hard out there for a pimp, or whatever that song was. Incredible. What's on your mind, Mortimer? Just buying more lemon lime kush. That's what's on my mind. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm playing. I got too many screens up here. Let's see what else we got here on the. Yes, this is absolutely true. Those other channels have now been saying they speak the truth. They wouldn't know the truth if their cheeks were spread and it was rammed up their butt. They wouldn't know the truth. With or without Vaseline. Right. The penance list today, changes daily due to volatile market conditions. Lots of fluctuation in the financial markets here. Dr. Bob, 350. Golden Baba, 400. AD Never Calling, 1,000. Narc, 2,100. Watch Nicholas is a 5,150, right? Uzi, 5,450. And that guy, 21,000. And this is only via Cash App, Ko-Fi, or PayPal. I mean, using, yeah. A lot of laundry getting folded tonight, I'll tell you that, man. There's that watch. Love it. Here's the Jack's chicken sandwich. This is the real sandwich, sent, photographed, and presented by Jack's to the audience. That's the real chicken deal. That's it. Look at that sandwich, man. That's a hell of a sandwich. Morty's Diner. Don't waste your fun money on a live streamer's weekend bender. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. It's true. Why do some people on these channels, I'm thinking of 2 or 3 in particular, they repeat everything 3 or 4 times? You know, it's a strange way of speaking, but I've noticed that. It's, they'll say like, wow, it's hot today. It's hot today. Today's a hot one. Yeah, it's hot. It is hot today. Wow. Oh, hello. What do we got here in his room? We got a bong. And there's Drekovac. And more beer. He's got a nice assortment of brands here, so he's not just specific to PBR only. Okay. There's Drekovac, Master of Projection. You know. Yep, here's the Insane Asylum. Morty's a nice guy. Pay Pig. We don't have any Pay Pigs on this channel. The Pay Pig. Control. Submission. Humiliation. Your money wasted. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know, I don't have multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars to play the stock market, you know, or buy shitcoins. You know, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Oh, this was on the Hate Channel. Look at this. Franchise Club, TFC Cafe, stealing my ideas again. You know, TFC Cafe hired a new gal, and everything on that channel is so HOMOGAY. Here they got the waitress looking like Aussie expat in a skirt, waitress's dress, showing lots of leg and titty, long hair. Talk about preoccupation with the male gender. It's unbelievable. Sick. HOMO. That's the HOMO Cafe on the TFC channel. That's really what it is. I mean, it's unbelievable. But true. I'm not making these things up. Okay. All right, let's catch up on the comments here. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening with Jay Gray. All right. Let's catch up here. Freaky Winders, does that guy in the picture represent you? Oh, the guy passed out with the alcohol. No, that's not me. That just represents the typical community YouTube viewer out there. The majority of the viewers, that is, right? Hey, Mac Lobster, a $2 super chat. Keep it gangsta, dog. Keep it gangsta, dog. Thank you very much for the channel support. Channel member, Mac Lobster. Rufus, hey, thank you so much, Rufus. $1.99 for the Kush Fund, Morty. Better than benzos. You know, you might have a point there. And I did talk to 2 doctors about, this is half a year ago or whatever. Maybe, yeah, last summer. And they said, if you want to do it, do it. But, I'm taking like 24 pills a day of prescription meds. Maybe 24. I don't know. I have to count them up, but it's unbelievable. And, I'm just like worried about, well, will it interact with any of the prescription meds I take if I start sucking on a bong or blowing a vape or, getting a tutti fruity kush. But maybe it would be better for me. But I don't want to turn into a paranoid, schizophrenic brain damage case. By the way, if you have a moment after the show or now, please look on my YouTube page under posts. And I shared a story from a psychiatrist website on YouTube who's eminently qualified as a psychiatrist. He's got incredible credentials. And he talks about smoking grass and paranoid schizophrenic effects and brain damage, actual brain damage. And if you read it, in a, as a layman, but just understanding what he's talking about, it's extraordinarily revealing. And it's truth. It's the truth. It's filled with truths. Right, okay. Freaky Wines. I don't, Morty. Can my channel get a pass? What does that mean? I'm not sure I know what that means, but that's okay. Exactly, Slurms. Exactly. Like who? What are you referring to? I'm 2 minutes behind in the chat comments, so what are you referring to? Okay. And the eyeballs. Did you notice in the video the eyeballs on the guy on the right? They're swirling around, like someone in the asylum. They're just like rotating around. Next time I play the video, watch that guy's eyeballs. I mean, it's probably realistic. MacLobster, will the diner serve the Jack's Chicken Sando on a Tupperware lid to honor its heritage? Well, the Jack's Chicken Sandwich is on the menu. Serving it on a Tupperware lid is a nice touch. That's a very nice touch. I'll think that over. Yeah. To me, it looked like a wheelie bin lid. Wow. No joke. It actually looked like that. Wow. Okay. This is less gay than the Breitling videos. Well, if you're after gayness, you're on the wrong channel. You got to go over to that other channel, which is 24/7, 365, GHEYHOMOKOK talk. Okay. Chris, a channel member. Thank you for being a channel member, Chris. TFC has like 10 chatters and hires bots for viewership numbers. A lot of people have mentioned that when you look at the viewership numbers, 1,800 views, and they only have 1,100 subscribers. I mean, isn't that just laugh your ass off, spread your cheeks, and shove it in hysterical? I mean, it's just classic. Okay. Palway, Morty, Narc made a mistake with his testosterone dosing 1 week, and now he looks like Marcus Rule. Take a look on Google. Do you wish you were like Marcus Rule too, Morty? Well, I don't know who that is, so let me take a quick look. Holy shit. Holy fuck. That looks like the prisoner in that video, the cellmate of that guy. He's a retired professional bodybuilder, widely regarded as one of the biggest, quote, mass monster bodybuilders of all time. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Where's he from? Is he German? Is that what this is? Yeah, he's a German guy. He's 5'10", and his weight is between 265 and 291 pounds. That's 120 to 132 kilograms. Okay. His chest is 150 centimeters, 59 inches. His arms are 61 centimeters, 24-inch arms. Legs, 85 centimeters, 33 inches. And his waist is 91 centimeters, which is 36. So he's got a 36-inch waist and 59-inch chest. Fucking freak. Incredible. No, I don't want to look like, I'd rather look like Danny DeVito than Marcus Rule. Okay, very good. 33 viewers. And we're rolling along here. 1 hour and 52 minutes.
Welcome to the 2026 Olympic ski jump in Predazzo, Italy. Today we have a special jumper. That's right, folks. It's the deranged and demented going for the new world record. Watch as this career degenerate blasts the crowd from above with personal over-the-line attacks. This sadistic projectionist is indeed one crazy motherfucking lunatic.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole.
Holy shit, the Master Blaster on the slalom run, slalom skiing in the Olympics. Well, that audience sure got it. Holy shit. They sure got blasted. No, I don't look like Danny DeVito, but I mentioned earlier today, I was getting an Uber ride, and the driver of the Uber car said, "Hey, you know who you look like? That movie guy." And I go, "Who?" He goes, the movie actor, the Danny DeVito." I said, so I pulled out my gun and I said, "Take that." I said, "Take that back, driver." What was that phrase? What was that? Oh, right. I said, "Take that." I said, "Take that back, YouTube driver, Uber driver. What you said." That's what I did. "Take that back, Uber driver. What you said." Hey, you take that back, Uber driver. What you said. What you said. These pretzels are making me thirsty. Wow, incredible. So he said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, But he actually said that. I couldn't fucking believe it, Perth Luxury. I don't know what Perth Luxury looks like. I've never seen one of his shows. I have no idea. Okay, very good. Let's get back some music in the background. I love this scooter guy on the screen. It's just fantastic. Because did you see the videos of Nicholas taking the scooter to the liquor store? That was way back. It was really funny stuff, I got to say, Yeah, there's one of our viewers smoking his brains out. Or one of those people's viewers. Oh, God, it's just amazing. Mega Value, good evening. Walmart delivers Valentine's bouquets to impress your girlfriend cheaply. Hey, that's a great comment there. If anybody of the 34 viewers, has anybody, I doubt anybody out there, I know besides Jock, does anybody out there, I doubt anybody out there has a female partner of any sort. Or, with this audience, even a transsexual partner or a ladyboy partner or an HOMO partner. But anybody out there buying or planning to buy Valentine's presents for your, partner? If so, can you share with us what you're going to buy or give to your partner? Anybody? I got to lower the heat for 1 second. I got the heater on here. So I'll be back in just a second, okay? Because be right back. Yeah, blasting away. Woo! Whew. Okay, let's continue on here. Poway, show your audience Marcus Rule. 21K will get aroused. Yeah, no, I'm not. I can't screen share websites on this browser I'm using. That's the problem. I'm not using Chrome right now. Mental Jock. Did that guy just try my wife's cooking? Wow. Can't be that bad. I doubt it. Okay. So anybody out there buying or planning to buy anything for your partner? Male, female, they, them? I can't imagine what kind of gifts the people out there in this community, what they give their boyfriend, girlfriend, transsexual partner. I can't even imagine. Probably you know what, the guys who probably they probably give an Archie Luxury Channel membership gift to their girlfriend. I wouldn't be surprised to go, here, honey, this is for you, and you don't have to fold my laundry from starting next week. Wow, amazing. Now that meme is reflective of our friend Watch Nicholas when he went to meet the Big Meech. Big Meech was buying him all kinds of expensive whiskeys and drinks and stuff. And then they went to a Culver's hamburger place, and Nick ran out into the parking lot, and this is what he did in the park. He vomited his guts out. Unfortunately, we don't have the video, but here's your dinner, honey. Right. Amazing. Jocko's wife brings home airline food for him. You know, I like airplane food. I like hospital food, and I like airplane food. Sometimes airplane food is surprisingly tasty, but even when it's, ultra industrial processed, I like it. It's kind of fun to eat it, Same with hospital food, Poway, Morty, Asia. I'm sorry. Asda is a UK supermarket that used to be owned by Walmart. Their shopping baskets are green. On Valentine's Day, they're doing red baskets for singles. So you can find a match while shopping. So I guess if you're hanging around the cucumber section or the zucchini section with your basket, you might find a partner. Okay. I guess that can work. Does the diner have a gift certificate program? No, unfortunately, we don't. Yeah. Airplane food is all salt. Well, I'm sure it's all salt and chemical shit, but it is tasty. Sure it is. I don't doubt it. Yeah. Why do they put so much salt on potato chips? Whatever brand of potato chips you buy, why do they just go apeshit with the salt, the sodium content? I mean, if they put on 1/3 as much salt, half as much salt, they would taste just as good and not be so, awful with the sodium. But, what do I know? I'll tell you a true story. I was once in Oklahoma City. This is true, on business. And I went to a restaurant. I don't remember the name of the restaurant. Okay. And I was with 3 or 4 people, Oklahoma City business people, for business lunch. We went to a pretty nice restaurant. I can't recall the name, but an Oklahoma City person would know the place. Okay. And so they ordered a whole bunch of I think we had like burgers and fries primarily, or I don't remember, but they ordered a bunch of French fries, one large plate of French fries for everyone to share from. So the waiter brought out this huge plate of French fries, and then one of the people there at the table picked up a salt shaker, and I'm not making this up, and started shaking the salt shaker over the fries, like. I couldn't fucking believe it. I said, who the hell's going to eat this? I'm not going to eat that shit. What are you doing? I couldn't believe it. I thought, is this how people in Oklahoma eat French fries? And then the same guy picked up the pepper shaker. And he just absolutely coated all the French fries with this salt and pepper. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. It was that much. So I couldn't eat any of them, but they were all eating the French fries. So later, later on, I talked to some people back in Dallas, and I said, I met those people, and I told them what they did with the salt and pepper on the French fries. And they said, oh, yeah, they're all 4-pack-a-day smokers. They can't taste anything. Holy shit. Can you believe it? But that's a true story. Yeah. Espresso Racer. No one talks about horseradish. It's delicious. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, horseradish. Yeah. There's no brisket without horseradish in my world. I've never had horseradish with prime rib or brisket or any kind of steak or beef dish. But I guess it goes well. I never tried it. That chap sounds... Wow. Holy shit. Rufus, Marcelo did something similar with olive oil in dips. Ugh. Oh. Fuck. Holy shit. But I'm not making that up. That's a true story. I couldn't believe how much salt and pepper they put on the French fries. I couldn't eat them. It was just like... Then I found out, as I said, why those people in Oklahoma City, why they did that. Absolutely incredible. Well, we're doing fantastic on the show. Got 5 donors tonight supporting the channel. 5. And I appreciate every one of those people for their extra support. And we're putting out over 2 hours of phenomenal original content. And the audience is there just smoking their tutti frutti, bongs and vapes, but not digging down to help Morty, who's dying a pauper here on the channel at the diner. Yeah. Hey, what can I do? Davey, channel member. It's strange that guy is not streaming tonight. He rarely misses a Wednesday. I don't follow his schedule, But he's probably watching this show, lurking in the background. Let's see how many lurkers we have. Right now we have, how many viewers? 30 viewers. So we got 2 haters and 3 lurkers in the background enjoying the content. Fantastic. Oh, man. Been here for 2 hours and 6 minutes. 30 viewers. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm going to need to break for dinner pretty soon. If you can, look at my YouTube page under posts and look at the article I shared from a YouTuber who's a psychiatrist about smoking dope and how it affects the brain. It's unbelievable. But anyway, okay, let's lighten things up. Well, actually, you don't have to look at that article. Just watch some of those YouTube channels and you see how dope affects people's brains. Okay, not drug shaming, baby. Just, original content. Drugs are bad. For a lot of people, drugs are not the answer. Definitely bad. How many lurkers out there are naked below the belt? Well, all the lurkers are naked below the belt line. Yeah. Don't pick on Mike the Snake. He's a nice guy. Right. Crybaby, hey man, the best just say no to drugs ad I've seen is just listening to Mike the Snake talk. Oh, come on, that's not nice. But this vid is a close second, right? Or watch that channel, and that'll convince you how dangerous it is to your brain. All this makes me want to have a joint. Well, light up, baby. Right. Oh, McLobster identified with that video. He took off. Okay, we understand. Yeah, espresso, that's the thing. The reefer is stronger now than it was when they made these ads in the 70s. I mean, joints I smoked when I was 19, 20. I mean, the stuff they smoke now is like, as that psychiatrist in the video on that I shared, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 times more potent. I mean, it's just unbelievable. It is dark. So are those other channels. Guy Gadbois, AC said you have some dough for me. I don't know what that means. Too much dope is not good. Well, too much of any good thing or bad thing is not good. Too much ski soda is not good. If you're drinking a 6-pack of ski soda every day, well, then that's not good for you. You know, drinking a 12-pack of Diet Coke every day, that's not good for you. You know, a couple shots of Bushmills, nice. Drinking 2 bottles a day, that's not good for you. That's not good for anybody. Right. All right, I think we're going to wind it up pretty soon. 2 hours and 15 minutes. We got 30 viewers. And you know what? You know what gets me the most out of this stellar performance and stellar content tonight, okay? Just fantastic stuff, riveting content. Later on tonight, I'll click on some other channel that's on. And the same people watching my show tonight, they'll be over there going $5, $10, $5, $20, $5, $10, $5, $2, $1, $5. And that's when I reach for the Bushmills and the benzos. You know what I mean? But that's okay. Yeah. Espresso Racer. Imagine all the super chats Crappy would be getting if I wasn't wasting my fun money on Mary Jane. Yeah, well, you know, you got to have your fun. What can I say? And yeah, agree. NATO agrees. There you go. Let's check my phone, see if I got any fuck you messages, any hate emails. Hey, I just got an email from one of the viewers. I'm not going to read it because I keep things private, confidential. But I said, yeah. Great. Thank you for the nice words. Thank you very much. Okay, very good. Yeah, this is 4-star, $4. This is 1,000K, 1K content level tonight. It really is. And you can be sure the penance people, they're watching. They're watching. You know what they're doing, the penance people? They're watching the show. I guarantee this. They're watching the show, and they're on the phone talking to each other at the same time, sending text messages back and forth about fucking Morty. Using the N word, the J word, the F word. I guarantee it. While they're sitting there with their pants off, their underwear sitting on the ground with their pants, with the jar of Vaseline next to them. It's all true. I'm not making this up. Okay. Crybaby, even the ultra-lib New York Times editorial board has changed some of their previous stances on marijuana legalization recently. Yeah, wow, incredible. Palway, Morty, has 21K ever sent you an email? No, never received an email from that guy, and no, definitely not. Upvote. Yeah, upvote, everybody. Help support Morty's Diner. Let's take a look at the upvote page, the YouTube page. Let's refresh that. 13. Here I am, slaving, working like a slave, working my ass off, providing quality content. 30 people, 34 people, 40 people watching. 13 upvotes. Oh. If I were showing the baby cow video all night, I would have gotten 15 $5 super chats. I mean, it's true. If I were showing Doc's report on the island in Hawaii, I would have gotten 10 $5 super chats. Palms down, ass up, all that hate content. Would have gotten somebody with $100 super chat, thinking it's funny, and it's amazing. I'm saying these things specifically for those people to insult me for saying these things. See, I play them. It's just like a Pavlovian thing. I mean, I got it worked out perfectly, man. It's incredible. I snap my fingers and they respond exactly as I pull the strings. It's just fucking hysterical. Yep. Chris F., thanks for the high quality entertainment, Morty. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's amazing and quite appreciated. Thank you, Chris F. Thank you very much. Well, there's one nice thing somebody said. Okay. Espresso. And all the kids are vaping now, which is terrible for the lungs. Yeah, this whole vaping thing is unbelievable. I mean, I don't get it. It's just unbelievable. Maybe if you live at the villages in Florida, you don't walk around seeing everybody vaping and sucking on a bong and everything. But in cities like Portland and Seattle, I mean, everyone's got a cow nose ring, a shaved head, a pink skull, a blue painted skull, nose rings, earlobe extenders, a bone in their nose, and tattooed up the top to bottom. And in Seattle, they wear guys up in Seattle wear kilts. That's been a thing there for about 20 plus years. Men wearing kilts in Seattle. Absolutely true. I'm not making it up. And the kilt wearers all have beards. Good long beards as well. I mean, it's true, really true. You take these people and flash them back to 1950, 1960. I mean, they'd all be locked up in an asylum. They'd just be scooped off the street and 5150'd into a mental institution. It's absolutely true. Okay. Rufus, money you make is usually directly commensurate to the content you provide. No, you see, that's not true, Rufus. It's commensurate to the hypnotic mind control and manipulation that you put into the minds of the viewers. That's true. It's absolutely true. And I don't do that here. So, yeah. Poway, try watching Deadwood with Ian McShane, Morty. Very good Shakespearean level writing. I saw an interview of the guy who played one of the star of Deadwood. I forgot his name. I don't remember his name, and it's a video of him doing impressions, and he's absolutely brilliant. Just about the best you'd ever see. Whatever the guy's name is, he does Al Pacino, Robert Duvall, which is extremely hard to do an impression of Robert Duvall, Chris Walken, and De Niro, and each one is like bingo, 100%, with great content, great material, as well as the impression. I don't remember his name. I don't know his name. Titus, I think is his name. Let me look that up. He's tremendous. If you look that up. Yeah, Titus Welliver. That's his name. TitusWelliver. Put that in YouTube. Titus Welliver impressions. Okay? And you'll laugh your ass off. He is so fucking talented. Poway. In this verse, money is manipulation and ball washing. Yes. The high money men like being told they're great. Yes. Exactly. A lot of it is, picking up the money, you hand the guy your envelope with the dollars in it, with the money in it, and they leave you alone. It's like the old-fashioned protection racket. If I pay the $100 a week, I won't get attacked. It's just absolutely 100% protection racket approach. 100%. People can disagree with me, but I'm right. Okay. Poway has his finger up his butt. Oh, what's this? Poway has his finger on the pulse of the verse. Okay. Isn't Davy Smalls, channel member, isn't Titus what Luxy has on his foot? I'm not sure. Poway, Robert Duvall, Pacino, De Niro, Chris Walken are all great. I loved Heat. Kilmer was great, and the one who just died, forgot his name. I don't know who that is. Heat was terrific film, and if I ever met Michael, well, if Michael Mann were to ask me, what did you think of my movie, Morty? I'd say 10 out of 10, but I can make it even better for you with a suggestion. He'll say, okay. I say, every scene featuring Al Pacino with his wife, that wife character is the most annoying, drag you down, and take you out of the action of the movie. Cut out, I know she could pay her off per the contract, pay her off 100%, uphold the contract, but you have final edit. Cut out all of her scenes. It'll trim the movie by 10, maybe 12 minutes, and the movie will be twice as good. And it's already fantastic. That lady's character, not the actress, but the way she played the wife of Al Pacino, it just drags down the movie. And like, who gives a shit about her whining bullshit? Cut out all of her scenes. And I know I'm right. This music is making me hypnotized. Right. Yeah, look, that's it, Rufus. Where is it? Right here, Poway. Look up Titus Welliver impressions on YouTube. The guy is just brilliant. Yeah. Crybaby Saggy Skin. Welliver recently did a pretty decent police procedural TV series called Bosch. I never heard of that. Okay. Oh, Tom Sizemore. He was the fourth guy. Yeah, that was he was, he had big problems, I think. If I'm thinking of the same guy. Big drug problems in real life. Yeah. If Luxy really wanted to cure his foot, he would talk to Dr. Narc, not Curly and Jax. I don't know anything about the Lux with his foot problem. Yeah, I mean, if he's got a problem, go to a podiatrist. Go to your doctor, your family doctor. Don't talk to people on YouTube about it. Really, Poway? You bring up Sizemore? Seriously? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Chris? Yeah, that's the guy, Tom Sizemore. He died in 2023. Wow, young guy. How old was he? 61. Originally from Detroit. What was his cause of... Yeah, that's right. He had lifetime drug problem. He dated Heidi Fleiss, known as the Hollywood Madam, at one time. Yeah. In October 2005, Vivid Entertainment released the Tom Sizemore sex scandal, a pornographic video featuring Sizemore and 3 women. In the video, Sizemore claimed to have had sex with Paris Hilton. Hilton denied his claim and said it was a ploy by Sizemore to increase sales of his video. Well, first off, That's interesting because we all know whatever Paris Hilton says is absolutely the God's honest truth. I mean, she would never. Paris Hilton would never appear in a sex video. You know, Jesus. Yeah, he battled drug addiction since age 15. Convicted of domestic violence against ex-girlfriend Heidi Fleiss in 2003. Sentenced to 7 months in jail and 4 months of drug treatment in 2005. He was caught attempting to fake a urine test using a Whizzinator. I wonder if Jax knows what that is, a Whizzinator. Fleece's restraining order against him lapsed by 2010. Arrested in 2007 in Bakersfield, California, possession of methamphetamine. In 2010, Sizemore appeared as a patient/cast member on VH1's third season of Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew. That guy, Dr. Drew, is just a fucking media whore. You can quote me on that. Okay, in 2013, he was on Dr. Phil. In 2014, a recording emerged of Sizemore alleging that former girlfriend Elizabeth Hurley had an affair with Bill Clinton in 1998. Well, I can believe that. Okay. Under threat of legal action, Sizemore admitted that the allegation was false. Well, yeah, I mean, was it true? Well, you decide. Okay. He elaborated that the recording was made without his knowledge during a time when he was battling drug abuse. All right. Domestic abuse in 2017, 36 months probation. Oh, man, what a disaster of a life he had here. He died in 2023 of a stroke in Burbank. Wow. 61. Nothing. Incredible. The Luxyfoot Gate is an elaborate alibi to get out of the Hanoi trip. I mean, he's going to go to Hanoi? Yeah, right. Is someone going to pay for him to go to Hanoi, like when he went to England? All right. R.I.P. Sizemore and Chris Penn. Both I never saw True Romance, only a couple clips. Chris Penn, another drug-addled guy. Palway, maybe a chicken sandwich expert and a gastric sleeve expert are the perfect people to advise on gout health related issues. All right. Okay, Palway, we get it. All right. Crybaby saggy skin. Sizemore, let me get that. So, Sizemore was the one guy in Hollywood out of thousands that Paris Hilton didn't have sex with. I overdid that. Not good. So, Sizemore was the one guy in Hollywood out of thousands that Paris Hilton didn't have sex with. Okay. Right. Exactly, crybaby saggy skin. Exactly. Rufus, that makes sense. Lux stuck in China, a big accident. Really means he's stuck in China, needs money for plane tickets, right? How did he get to go to China? Did somebody pay for him to get a ticket to go to China and his hotel expenses? Why doesn't anybody send me money to go to China? Like a one-way ticket, you know? Okay. Davy Smalls, an old girlfriend of mine kept saying Sizemore to me. I couldn't figure out what she wanted. Right, okay. Mega Value, Minnesota is being invaded by sovereign citizens. What's next? Wow. Jan Michael Vincent, a really fine really good actor. Really, just life was destroyed. Just sad as shit, yeah. He was really good before he, blew it. Crybaby, if you could have, would you have partied with Tom Sizemore and Charlie Sheen? No, the answer is no. Yeah, I'll look up True Romance. Maybe I'll watch the movie. Bateman, luck stranded in China after claiming I'm broke would be hilarious. Well, send money now. He doesn't have a brass razoo in his pocket. Wow, incredible. Thailand to China plane tickets are extremely cheap. Well, okay. Let's look that up. Thailand to Shenzhen, is that where they are, or he is? Airfare. Let me change that to Bangkok. Yeah. All right, Shenzhen airfare deals. Let's see what comes up. I got to fill out that whole thing. That's no good. 104. Okay, Expedia. Look at this. $117 cheap flights from Bangkok to Shenzhen one way. 117 bucks. Wow. It's nothing. True Romance has Walken, Slater, and if I recall, Gandolfini. Is that the movie with Dennis Hopper? The scene with Chris Walken and Dennis Hopper, where Chris Walken shoots him when he asks for that Chesterfield cigarette. Is that movie? Yeah. Bateman, his fridge was bare and water bottles almost empty. He did have an entire giant Toblerone and other chocolates on standby, though. Priorities. Hey, I saw some video today from somebody visiting Switzerland, some, YouTuber guy, and there was a Toblerone booth at the airport place, and if you tell them your name, they'll take a Toblerone bar and make up an outer wrapping with your name on it. So you could buy like a tube. They had all kinds of, regular to extra large sizes of Toblerone. So you pick the one you want, let's say the 2 pound, the 1 pound, and you say, I want this one, and you give them your name. So you put, deranged degenerate is your name, and then the lady behind the counter in the video, she makes out this really nice outer wrapper Toblerone packaging wrapper, which the Toblerone package slides right into, and it's like a gift. It's a great gift idea, but I hate Toblerone. I never liked that chocolate bar Toblerone. For one reason, it's too hard to eat the pieces when you break them into the little pieces. They jam, pound right into your gums and teeth, and I just never liked them. Yeah. Toblerone produced exclusively in Bern, Switzerland until 2022, and now offering limited production in Bratislava, Slovakia. Wow. Now, I didn't know this. The name Toblerone is inspired by the Matterhorn Mountain, right? And the lettering engraved in the chocolate Toblerone is a portmanteau of Tobler, the surname of its co-founder, Theodore Tobler, I didn't know that, and Torone, or Torone, I don't know, the Italian word for nougat. So it's a portmanteau of Tobler and Torone, Toblerone. I never knew that. What do you know? Okay, founded in 1899 by some Swiss guy. And they make a lot of varieties. Here, you just get the one variety, but shit, they got a shitload of different varieties if you go to Switzerland or Europe. I bet you Higgins knew that about Toblerone, the history of it. Well, anyway, but I don't buy Toblerone. Just a few times. I didn't care for it. Yeah, Hopper Pit. Okay, yeah, I'll look that movie up. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't really want to watch Quentin Tarantino movies. He's kind of a sick, twisted kind of guy. True Romance, 1993. Oh, it's not Tarantino. Oh, Tarantino wrote the script. Tony Scott was the director. Okay. Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette. Oh, she's a real airhead. Holy shit. Dennis Hopper. Gary Oldman, Brad Pitt, Val Kilmer, Christopher Walken, Samuel L. Jackson, James Gandolfini. Holy shit. Well, Chris Penn. I'm not going to watch a movie for Chris Penn, but... All right, let's see where this is available to watch. It's on Tubi. Let me click that. If it's on Tubi, I'll watch it. Let's take a look at Tubi TV. It is. I can't believe it. It's on Tubi. Okay, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that to watch True Romance on Tubi, Tubi, Tubi TV, and I'll watch that at some point. Whew. Let's get back to the chat. Poway, True Romance is a never-ending cast list, right? Brad Pitt. He's hilarious as the stoner. Yeah, I think Toblerone is just a zero interest in Toblerone. I think Marzipan from Lübeck, Germany, is can't even be compared to Toblerone shit. I bought chocolate-coated marzipan produced in Lübeck, Germany. Unbelievable. Wow. Bateman, speaking of airheads, how is our friend Easy Company? Well, except for the couple things I've heard about him, which I question if it's true, or if those things were true or not. I like listening to him. He's a pretty entertaining guy to listen to, especially compared to the other people on certain channels. Gigadwa! James Vanderbeek died today. Jax will be watching Varsity Blues tonight, maybe even some Dawson's Creek. Batman and Easy Eye, like PB&J. Mm-hmm. All right, got 28 viewers and 2 hours, 42 minutes. I want to thank everyone for watching. We'll stick around a little bit longer, hoping for that $20,000 wire transfer to come in. Or maybe some super chats, cash apps, PayPals, Ko-Fis. You know, to support the channel, to support Morty, so he can pay his bills, StreamYard, and maybe have enough left over for a bag of potato chips. You know. Exactly. Whew. Wow. Davy Smalls, Lubeck is where Himmler surrendered to the Allies. You know, I was watching the Mark Felton channel. He's a phenomenal. He has one of the very finest YouTube channels. Mark Felton, British, an English historian, and he did a series on the death of Himmler. And it's absolutely mind-boggling and fascinating that there may very well have been a tremendous cover-up on the death of Himmler by British intelligence. the records are sealed for like 100 years. Everything about him is something like that. And because he tried to get into the details and he's blocked every way, every step of the way. And all the details of Himmler's death and when he was being his interrogation by the Brits there in England, and unbelievable. It's a total cover up by the British government and British intelligence. Unbelievable. Check it out. Watch Mark Felton. His a series on Himmler and the alleged or likely cover up of the details of Himmler's death. Hello, L. $5 Australian super chat. Oh, thank you so much for respecting Erica. Wow, thank you so much for that. Yeah, it's amazing. As soon as Charlie Kirk was killed, people start insulting his wife, his widow, and making fun of her, picking on her, and name calling her. Sick people. Thank you, L, for the support. Guy Gadbois, Samuel L. Jackson's scene in True Romance is also classic. Okay. Samuel Jackson was in Jurassic Park. He was the guy sitting in the computer room next to Newman. Newman, the guy who destroyed Jurassic Park when he stole the the embryos or the eggs, whatever, and he got caught in the jungle, and the dinosaur killed him. The little Australian frilled lizard kind of dinosaur got him. And Samuel Jackson, he was very funny because he was chain smoking in the entire film. If you watch Jurassic Park and look at Sam Jackson, every scene he's in, he's chain smoking cigarettes one after the other. It's pretty funny. Thank you for the support, L. Okay. Yeah, but there's way more to the story because all I can say is check out Mark Felton on YouTube, Felton, and check out his Himmler series. It's great. I mean, it's really fascinating. Guy Gadbois, did Donald Pleasance ever play Himmler? Donald Pleasance gave a fantastic performance, characterization of Himmler in a movie with Robert Duvall called The Eagle Has Landed, which is a pretty good film. The Eagle Has Landed. It's Robert Duvall and Donald Sutherland, and I always forget that actress's name, but I've always liked her. Very good actress and really good-looking English girl, and I always forget her name. Here it is. Let me look here. Michael Caine. That's it. Michael Caine. I recommend this movie. It's a German plot to kidnap Winston Churchill at the height of World War II. And it stars Michael Caine as a German Nazi commando, Donald Sutherland as an Irishman who's a Nazi spy, Robert Duvall, who's a German intelligence bad guy, and Jenny Agutter, that's her name, Jenny Agutter. Boy, she's really good. And yeah, and Donald Pleasance playing Heinrich Himmler. An extremely well-crafted performance, really, really good. Yeah. Anthony Quayle is Admiral Canaris, who Hitler definitely went against. And Larry Hagman, by the way, is in that movie. He plays an American officer who tries to go after the Nazis in this English village. And his performance in that movie is so bad. I don't know what they were thinking when they were filming that movie, because the director's a really top director, John Sturges, who did The Magnificent Seven and The Great Escape. I mean, really great films, and how he allowed Larry Hagman to do that absolutely shit crap, idiotic is the word, idiotic performance as the army captain, the colonel. I just unbelievable. I just don't understand that. So it's not a great film at all, but it's definitely worth watching. The Eagle Has Landed, 1976. There you go. See? I got that. All right. Newman gets face blasted. Oh, talk about face blast, cinematic face blasts. I think Newman got the ultimate The ultimate face blast in any movie, including all the 70s porn films. Newman got blasted to death. Yeah, Davey, that's it. No, The Eagle Has Landed is the movie. Where Eagles Dare was Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood and Richard Burton, I think, which is so-so. Yeah. That's it, baby. Right. Okay, going to wrap up the show in less than 10 minutes. Last opportunity for super chats, insults, hate, vicious comments. Any shows support, thumbs up, thumbs down, super chat, PayPal, Cash App, Ko-Fi. Join the panel. Come on not one person on the panel tonight. How's that possible? 35 people, 38 people, 40 people, not one person joins the panel. I know why that is. People don't want to be seen here because they're afraid of getting their butt cheeks spread by the Master Blaster, and they can't deal with that. They don't want their butt cheeks opened up and who knows what inserted deep into their anus by that guy. So I understand they don't want to risk coming on the show and chatting with Morty and the Morty audience because they're afraid of being attacked, anally attacked. I get it. People just don't have the guts to stand up and do what they really would like to do. But yeah. Hey, look at this. Rottweiler Rolex, a $9.99 super sticker. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Rottweiler Rolex, whoever you are. Thank you for the channel support. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah. Interesting. I think I know who Rottweiler Rolex is. Interesting. Very interesting. But I can't prove it. But thank you. Thank you for the channel support. Yes, exactly, Davey. Exactly. The mysterious Rottweiler Rolex strikes again. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, because he created his channel just 1 or 2 days ago, which is always a key indicator of, of something. You know what I mean? He created his channel 2 days ago. So you never know, but yeah. How about that? I guess so. Yeah. Amazing. Davy Smalls. Baba has a Rottweiler, I think. I could see him with a Rottweiler. I could see. I went on Mental Jock's channel 2 days ago, first time, the Freaky Winders channel, and he had on Dodger, JB, Jock, of course, maybe somebody else. So I went on, just said hello, hung around for a few minutes, and then Baba popped on the panel. So he was pulling a nasty little maneuver there. See, I know what he's up to. So I said, hey, Jock, all the best with the channel, and thanks, everybody. See you later. And I left. And I went and made breakfast, actually. And then Baba was crying like a bitch, as he would say. Crying like a little bitch. That's what he would say. Yeah. Because he came on, he said, I came on specifically to talk to Morty. But he's on the penance list. I'm not talking to him. Penance must be performed if he wants to talk to me, And a lot of people were saying, some people there were saying, oh, Baba's a really good guy. He's a great guy. You should get together with him again. Yeah, they don't know. They just don't know. I mean, as well-intentioned as their sentiment was that they expressed, they just don't know. And that's okay, But I know. You see, I don't picture Golden Baba with a Shetland sheepdog, a Sheltie, a standard poodle, a collie, a golden retriever, a papillon, a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, a Cocker Spaniel. No, that's not Baba stuff, you know. I could see him with a Rottweiler. Yeah, absolutely. Or a Doberman. Yeah, no, he came on, I left. I mean, I'm just not going to deal with that shit, you know. I know his game. I know the playbook of all these guys. So, yeah. They're not pulling anything over on me, or putting anything over on me, I should say. And they all belong together because all those guys, they all get along together swell. You know why? Because, you know, two of a kind. They're all, you know, same kind. They have a kinship, a psychic connection, all those people. if you put someone on the penance list, expect to be confronted. No question about it. Yeah. I don't disagree with that. But that's where email comes in, you see. Or, you know, they can contact me on Instagram as well. Crybaby, does Baba telepathically communicate with his dog like he does with the orbs? Now, that's a really good question. That's a really good question. You know, you packed a lot of thought. There's a lot to think about in that question there, Crybaby Psyche Skin. Rufus, what's Baba's playbook? Well, I'm not going to get into revealing what I know, but believe me, I know the whole deal about these guys, what they do, how they do it, what they're thinking, what they're planning. I know how they operate. I know how they hate. I know how they attack. I know how they threaten. I know it all. Rufus, I miss Orb Talk. Yeah, I kind of miss the Orb Talk too. That was really primo content. The Orb Talk, where he was talking to his neighbor's, you know, porch light, telepathically, you know. Well, that was some really far out fucking shit. The Orb Talk. Wow. Orb Talk was good. That was quality shit. Fucking insane, but it was good. Yeah, I have a feeling. I think Rufus thinks I'm the weird guy because he's been overexposed to those people. But hopefully, with time and thought and more exposure to Morty's content, he may realize that Morty is the nice guy, the good guy, the right guy, and the other people are, they're the ass cheek spreaders, not me. It's absolutely true. See, you miss Baba. I didn't say I missed Baba or I didn't miss Baba. I'm just explaining what I explained. That's all. Did Rufus drink the Kool-Aid? Well, Rufus is a hell of a nice guy. I've had nice chats with him. But he's been drinking some of the Kool-Aid over there. Yeah, I really believe that. But yeah. Whose Kool-Aid should I drink? Yes. I don't think you should. Well, look, if you like Kool-Aid, drink it. I mean, from what I understand, the raspberry is very refreshing. Okay. But I'm not saying drink anyone's Kool-Aid. But just, you know, you've been around, Rufus. You know, you've dealt with lots of people. So just, you know, listen to what people over there say and what they scream about. And and soon enough, you know, you'll be able to detect the lies and the hate from reality and truth. Okay. Or should I say the lies and the hate from facts. Facts. Boy, I hate that word. Facts. Yeah. You get what? Morty's the normal one in this hole. That's absolutely right. Yeah. Steven, LL, hey, how you doing? 2 pounds Hi, Morty. What countries will you visit in 2026? Well, I'd love to visit England and Germany and go back to Japan. But I can't. I can't go anywhere because I'm the poor. I don't have a brass razoo in my pocket. I'm penniless. I can't even pay my dental bill. And it's been 7-8 months now. I can't pay it. You know, it's all true. Thank you, Stephen, for the channel support. Really appreciate that. But it's true. I mean, you know, these things I say are true. I'm not the one. I'm not the deranged guy making shit up, you know. But, you know, you can't convince everybody. So I can only do what I can do. And if people choose otherwise in what they want to think, well, okay, I tried. That's all I can do. Okay, we're getting towards the end of the show, unless we get some guests or that $21,000 wire transfer comes in. Or, I mean, $20,000 wire. Don't confuse that. $20,000 wire transfer. Right. Okay. Okay. Is the rumor true that you own a house in Southern California? Asked Rufus. You see, Rufus, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're listening to them and their hate and viciousness. But okay, Davey, a paused clip with someone spitting their narrative over it is not quite the whole truth. Yeah. I would put it this way. 80%, 90% of what they say over there, it's all bullshit and lies and made up. They just pull this shit out of their ass. It's just because they're the ones with the spread butt cheeks. They're just pulling stuff out of there. And as that voice clip, as that audio clip, just make it up. Just make it up. Okay. I tell entertaining stories, but they just make it up.
Even the truly majorly insane have moments of clarity. It is not often, but sometimes they can get it right when they truly know the truth, and it is outwardly communicated outside of the fantasy land in which they live. This is the demented and deranged. A moment of clarity.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. Even the crazies know he is a nice guy. A sane guy. That Morty, he is a nice guy. The asylum knows that Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole.
The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that Morty. Oh, he's a nice guy. Nice guy. The demented, the deranged, no more. There is a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Even the crazies know. Nice guy. Nice guy.
Yeah, look at Crybaby. What was that? Crybaby Saggy Skin. Morty is a nice guy is very catchy. I agree. It's a fantastic song. That song was in my head earlier today. Holy shit. Me too. I love that song. It's phenomenal. Yeah. It's very, very catchy. And it's true too. It speaks truths. Yeah, okay. Rufus, for the record, okay? I do not own a home in La Jolla. Okay? That's for the record. Got it? Very good. Okay. It's actually La Jolla adjacent, but I do not own a home in La Jolla. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's amazing what a package of honey buns will get you in the state pen. You know, you get a box of honey buns at the commissary. I mean, like a box of a dozen. That's like worth its weight in gold. Hey, don't take my word for it. You know what I'm saying. You know. Yeah, look, Rufus, let me state for the record. I do not, this is the truth, okay? I do not own a home in San Diego County, which includes La Jolla, okay? So there's the fact. If you believe that. But it's, yeah, okay. Yeah, unbelievable. Wow. What a show. What a week. Amazing. Yeah, it's just great. Unbelievable.
Maybe it's time for me to start reflecting on what I'm actually doing with my life. No ambition, no goals, no real life. Just live streaming, 12 hours a day. Why does Curly say I'm gay? So many people just assume I'm gay. Maybe I am. What about that experience in high school? Did it all start in high school? I think it's time to start thinking about my life.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. Yeah, when I watched that video, I think to myself, maybe I should start thinking about my life. And I spend too much time on the YouTube. I'm thinking maybe go on a fishing trip, go to the Oregon coast for a weekend, for a week, rent a small hotel room, maybe a cheap hotel, and let's go fishing right on the beautiful Oregon coast. and just go fishing. So I think I'm going to go on a fishing trip. You'll hear sounds in my garage and my roommate and my girlfriend talking in the background, but don't pay any attention to that because I'll be on the fishing trip. It's okay. Okay, Bateman, Morty casts judgment on me because I'm surrounded by sheep. We should talk sometime, Bateman. You know, confidential chat, which will then go public. We should do that sometime. So you don't own a house in Southern California. That is correct. And that's the truth. I do not own a house in Southern California. Okay, we got that settled? Davey Smith, he sold it, I think, Rufus. I see. Oh, okay. Stephen, Morty, you are definitely not an everyday multimillionaire then, unlike Doc's report. No, I'm an everyday pauper. That's the truth, baby. Right. Gigadwa, Bateman, why have you abandoned Jax? Oh, I don't know any story about that. Okay. Slurms McKenzie still hanging in there. Take back what you said. No. It's take that back. Green room. What you said. Right. Yeah, that's the newest video tonight. The prison love. The Valentine's Day tribute to prison love. That's correct. That's tonight's premiere video premiere. With the Boys to Men background music. Rufus. Okay, so that means next to San Diego. He's not going to let this go. Wow, okay. Who said what about the shroom? Right. Hey, old-timey, how's it going? Rufus, he's not letting this go. So do you own a home? I've got the nicest home here in Portland. Okay. It's a Whirlpool refrigerator box. I live on the corner of downtown Portland on Broadway at Alder. Okay. I'm 1 block walk from the Pete's Coffee Shop. I live in that box in front of the doorway, front of the windows next to the Marriott Hotel downtown. It's a full-size home, a Whirlpool refrigerator box. Okay. And it's holding up to the rain very well. And it's not for sale because I need it. That's where I live. Woo! And that's where I have my F-Dick kitchen knives. In my Whirlpool refrigerator box home, downtown Portland on Alder and, yep. The gym sounds like a Vietnam flashback. You fiked up, Morty. Where did I fike up? Me? Fike up? Okay. Crybaby, I'm still hoping that Morty and Watch Nicholas can work things out and get along again. Well, Nicholas is on the penance list. So the ball is in his court, so to speak. You know, I helped the guy out without asking for a penny. I gave freely of my time, support, and talent. And, you know, wasn't good enough for him. And then he turned on me. He turned on me bigly, you know, I mean, viciously. And there'll be upcoming content on that, which you won't want to miss. So the ball's in his court in terms of that, crybaby saggy skin. Gigadwa, they're saying Kurt Cobain didn't unalive himself. Unbelievable. Incredible. I know a good fisherman, right? I grew up fishing back in the waters around New York, okay? But it was never freshwater fishing. It was always saltwater fishing. Hopefully Mort doesn't go missing. Yes, I'll state for the record, I have no thoughts or plans of suicide or disappearing. I should say unaliving or disappearing. That's correct. Well, actually, that's not true, but yeah, I'll say that. Okay. Bateman, which will then go public? Do you record conversations with Lux? No. You see, I'm making a funny. I don't record calls. Other people record calls. They're their call recorders, not me. So private, what people think are private calls actually were never private because the other person's the call recorder. That's what I was hinting at or saying. Bateman, I remember Angelic telling me about it. I believe it. Telling you about what? Okay, Gigadwa. Yeah, there has been speculation ever since, but some new evidence just came to light. Supposedly. New evidence about what? About Kurt Cobain? Or something else? You didn't have to dox yourself. What does that mean? I don't know. Anybody out there got any honey bones or instant ramen? I could sure go with a teriyaki beef instant ramen. Anybody got it? I'll trade you 2 honey buns for an instant ramen. Wow, amazing. Whew. Okay, we're rounding it up towards 3 hours or so. See, these videos are filled with moments of truth. None of the stuff here is made up. It's all based on truth and facts. Face blasting goes on at the state penitentiary, consensually or not consensually. I mean, it must be round the clock. Face blasting, ass grabbing, blasting. It's unbelievable. See, this is the thing about people who can commit felonies at the risk, of at an omnipresent risk of, at an ever-present risk of serving prison time. You would think that, listen, if you get arrested, which is highly likely from committing felonies, you risk getting sent to the state prison. And if you get sent to the state prison, no mercy. You're going to be subjected to spreading the ass cheeks and face blasting round the clock. Wouldn't you think that would tell somebody would say to themselves, well, holy shit, I ain't going to commit no more felonies. I'm going straight. But that doesn't stop people. Some people are just determined to, commit felonies. This goes on all around the world. I'm saying, they'll do it anyway and take the risk. And when they get caught and convicted and they're in prison, spreading the cheeks and blasting and getting blasted, some of these people, they just accept it and they get into it. Some people get into it, like Fleece Johnson. You ever see Fleece Johnson on YouTube? You Google it. Look up Fleece Johnson, Fleece, like the fabric. Fleece, or the material. Fleece Johnson, a very famous. He's out of prison now, but one of the most deviant sex predators in the prison system. Forgot what state that was, but look it up, man. You go to YouTube, enter Fleece Johnson, watch a few of those videos. Holy shit. The average guy, unless you're built like Hulk Hogan, you don't have a chance. You just don't have a chance. Okay, let's catch up here. Stephen, Morty, do you have a favorite fish you like to eat? Well, what a great question. Yeah, I love mahi. When I lived in Hawaii, I discovered mahi. And holy cow, what a fantastic fish. I ate it round the clock every day, 24/7. I ate mahi in Hawaii. Oh man, one of the most delicious fish. You can fry it, broil it, whatever. Fantastic. I love salmon, of course. I had ling cod at a restaurant in Seattle. I couldn't believe how good it was. Ling, L-A-N-G, ling cod. Holy, it was from Alaska. It was as fresh as it's going to be being shipped in from Alaska. But wow, when I lived back in New York, they have a fish called red snapper, which is fantastic. And it's very interesting because the the fish that people describe as snapper or red snapper, around America, or it's a different fish in different places. But the red snapper that they have in the waters around New York, wow, that was a favorite. Codfish, of course, always halibut, yeah. But if I had to pick one that was really the favorite, maybe mahi mahi. Maybe, I never eat tilapia. That's a garbage fish. Michael Savage did a radio show talking about, a long time ago, he talked about tilapia and what absolute trash fish it is. That was, he convinced me. And how about you, Stephen? Do you have a favorite fish? And I've never eaten monkfish. And as tasty as it might be, I have no desire to eat monkfish. Okay. Yeah, blast away, Gigadwa. No one's watching. Blast away. That guy folded laundry in prison. Guaranteed. You better believe it. Right. He ain't no pod boss. He was the laundry folder. You better believe it. Hey, Breitling, how you doing? The creative team has something from the prison. People, the creative team has something from the prison. People may be interested in hearing. That sounds interesting. The creative team has something from the prison. People may be interested in hearing. Wow, that sounds very interesting. Wow. Fleece Johnson is the king of the booty warriors. Yes, I would probably agree with that. If you don't know who Fleece Johnson is, look him up on YouTube. Just enter Fleece Johnson. Just watch a few videos. Some of them, one or two, are interview videos. Where he's talking, in the state prison, he's talking about his approach, how he deals with the other prisoners. He says something like I haven't watched it in a while. Now, this is how it's going to be. I likes you, and I wants you. And we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. Gentlemen, you are fucked. Unless, like I said, you're a Lou Ferrigno, Schwarzenegger, Bruce Lee kind of guy. You don't stand a chance. Yep. Breitling, stay tuned. The team is working on it now. Holy shit. It's going to be great. I just know it. Crybaby Saggy Skin. I wonder what an avatar. Holy cow. Look at that avatar. Holy shit. I wonder what former UFC heavyweight champ Cain Velasquez's time in prison is like. Pretty sure he got left on. Well, I don't know who that is, but I mean, you can be sure. I mean, you can bet on it. Mike Tyson in prison, he had nothing to worry about. You can guarantee, this guy got he was left alone. In terms of, that, I mean, nobody is that deranged to try and pull one over on Mike Tyson. This is just, Well, now we can't say no one's that deranged, but, yeah. Okay. Woo! Amazing. Wow. What a show. 3 hours and 30 minutes. How do I do this? Why do I do this? You know what's depressing about this? And I say this and I say it and I say it, but it's true. So I'm not even going to say it anymore. An effort like a Herculean effort like this on tonight's show. And then I'll turn on some other channel where they're just, hate, playing hateful videos and name calling, insulting, lying, vomiting, piss buckets, and beer drinking and smoking dope, and they're racking in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars with shit vile content. Here I am offering the audience phenomenal YouTube creative content, original content, not stealing from other people's channels content, Well, anyway, that's the way it is. JT, hey man, gross. Is that Puck or Easy? That's our friend Watch Nicholas. But in fact, because when he met Big Meech, that inspired that meme. But now that you mention it, that reflects it's reflective of many of the people out there in the YouTube audience. Correct. And you know what the message says is don't waste your fun money on a live streamer's weekend bender. I mean, think about it. Think about it. I mean, really, you know. There's the Jack sandwich. Jack's might be coming on tonight. It's 10:30 here. So he might be coming on at 12:15, which is his West Coast time. Let's take a look, see if Jax is coming on later. He might have stories about prison laundry. I mean, I don't want to pick on the prison thing, but he knows about it. He knows the ins and outs of proper laundry folding. You know what I mean. And let's take a look. See if he has a show planned. Because I'll probably watch it if I'm up. Yeah. Now you see nothing showing up for an upcoming show from Docs on the Docs channel for Jack. So maybe he just hasn't posted it yet, but he might have a show tonight. Yeah, there's that watch. Yeah. See, when you look at, I've never seen this in person, but if I ever get out of Portland to a city that has real watch stores, maybe I'll see one of these in person somewhere. I won't be able to buy it, but at least I can see it. Yeah, here it is. There's more to getting your laundry folded than just getting your laundry folded. You know what I mean, baby. Yeah. Penance list. Today, no changes from yesterday. I have to check the list because, fluctuations in the market, volatility in the market. So I check it each day in case this changes, but it's the same as yesterday. I mean, if Watch Nicholas wants to contact me, he has my email, but he hates my guts. He hates me. I'm a JFN. I'm all three. I'm an N word, a J word, an F word to him, What can I say? What can I say? I always liked Watch Nick. Well, not anymore, but back then, yeah. Look at this. This HOMO content. How much more proof do you need? Here it is on the TFC channel. They take Aussie expat, a staunchly heterosexual guy, male, and they portray him as a woman wearing a hair thingy, long flowing hair in a waitress's dress, an apron, serving coffee at a diner. And they call it the TFC Cafe. Gee, that's original. That's original prison thinking. I guess that's prison thinking. Yeah. Just rip it off. Just rip it off. Just steal it. Yeah. And this is projection. You see, this is projection. Because when they show Aussie expat acting like a woman, dressed like a woman, you know what that is? It's projection. From the projection king. From the king of projection, the master blaster. You see, you have to think about, if you think about these things and you understand what's going on, it all makes sense. All the pieces of the puzzle fit. It's true. I'm not making this up. It's true. Anyway, there you go. Those are, I was wondering if those were Louis Vuitton bespoke straitjackets, but I don't see any Louis Vuitton logo on them. So those might just be general issue straitjackets at the asylum. I don't know. But they do the job. They work. You don't need Louis Vuitton, brass custom-made buckles. Produced in France. These work well. Whoo! Is that ciabatta bread? That's a great question because the Jack's recipe is you can use either ciabatta bread or focaccia bread. So next time you see Jax on his show, ask him in that photo, is that photo showing ciabatta bread or focaccia bread? Great question. Thanks. Well spotted, Guy Gadbois. Crybaby saggy skin. Jax knows the ins and outs, literally, of prison laundry folding. Well, no, he's not the laundry folder. Those other people were the laundry folders. He didn't fold anyone's laundry, baby. They folded his laundry, if you know what I mean. Oh, incredible. 3 hours and 37 minutes. How do I do this? Why do I do this? What's wrong with me? Wow, incredible. Not one panelist all night. Amazing. All I can say is it's absolutely amazing. Yep, don't be abused. Do not spread those cheeks. Whatever you do, don't even hint at it. Because if you even hint at it, you're done. You are done. Right. Wow. Wow. Let me tell you something. The haters, the lurkers, they're watching this and they love it. They like this content. They think it's hysterical. They really like it. But when they get on their show, look out. They'll be spreading cheeks big time. They'll be spreading cheeks and blasting like you've never seen, because they have to keep up their image after all, Wow. Amazing. All right, let's do one more time, and then as we close the show, the hit song of the year on YouTube.
Even the truly majorly insane have moments of clarity. It is not often, but sometimes they can get it right when they truly know the truth, and it is outwardly communicated outside of the fantasy land in which they live. This is the demented and deranged. A moment of clarity.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. It's a good point. He's a nice guy.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappie's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah. It's a good point. He's a nice guy.
He is a nice guy. Even the crazies know he is a nice guy. A sane guy. That Morty, he is a nice guy. The asylum knows that Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole.
The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy.
Yeah, it's a good point. You know, he's a nice guy.
Mental fucking illness is everywhere in this fucking whole. I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappy's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, it's a good point.
I gotta honestly say, my assessment, I think Crappy's the most normal fucking person out of everybody.
Yeah, that Morty. Oh, he's a nice guy. Nice guy. The demented, the deranged, no Morty is a nice guy. Even the crazies know. Nice guy. Nice guy.
Yeah, nice guy. Morty don't spread his cheeks for nobody on YouTube. That's a fact. That's a fact. JT, surely Tan could throw a few thousand your way. Well, listen, I'm not going to send him a message and say, surely you could throw a few thousand Morty's way. I would not do that, you know. But he did offer me a position if I wanted. He did offer me to host the dungeon and do a 50-50 deal on the dungeon. That was like a couple months ago. He said, look, I'll do that for you. You can have that and pick up some cash, but or donations, but it wouldn't never work. From day one, it wouldn't work because I know from my experience for a number of reasons. Yeah. Crybaby Saggy Skin. Breitling has lots of funny vids and shorts on his own channel too. Oh, you got to look at Breitling's channel. Breitling Watching Time. He's got some of the funniest fucking videos he makes over there. One of them that just every time I look at it, I just crack up. I laugh so hard my skull feels like it's going to crack in half. I mean, I have to hold my head for the pain, you know. It's a picture of the psychopath dressed up like a circus freak clown at a carnival sideshow. Holy fuck. It's incredible. Hysterical. Yeah, go over to Crybaby Saggy Skin and go to his channel and Breitling's channel, Breitling Watching Time. Watch all the videos there because they're hysterical. Do it just to piss off those people, Morty. No. That's not workable. It can't be done. No. But JT, you're always welcome to contact Tan and say, hey, come on, man. How about Morty? He's dying. He's dying on YouTube. He can't pay his dentist bill and he can't even buy toilet paper. Right. It's all true. Yeah, but anyway. Very good. Yeah, that's a great observation there. Was that ciabatta bread in that photo? Great question. If Jax does a show, just ask him because let's take a look at that again. Is that ciabatta bread or focaccia bread? I haven't had either in so long, ciabatta or focaccia, that I can't tell you which it is or which it looks like. So you have to ask him. Let's see if focaccia bread. I usually don't eat when it was available. I usually didn't like focaccia bread. It was too bready, if I'm thinking correctly. Let me see a picture here. Yeah, focaccia bread is thick and bready. I mean, it's tasty as fuck, but yeah, I'm not in. So let me look up ciabatta bread. Ciabatta bread, baby. Yeah, that looks like ciabatta bread. Maybe it's not. Lots of pictures here on ciabatta bread. So I can't tell you which it is, but I'm going to guess that's ciabatta bread. I'm going to pick that is ciabatta bread, but looks great. Wow. Now that's a sandwich. JT, Morty on the dungeon. You know what we need here? There we go. Morty on the dungeon. Yeah, no, it's just not workable. Can't be done. It looks toasted. Can't tell. Yeah, well, you're going to have to ask Jax. I don't have the recipe in front of me, so I don't recall if it's toasted. Jax will be more than happy to tell you. Just go on his channel and ask him next time he does a show. "25 viewers. Thank you, everybody, for hanging in there and watching the show. Yeah, with your pants down on the floor. We all know that with the Vaseline jar next to you. We know that. But it's okay. We're not being judgmental here. Three hours and 47 minutes. Okay, this is we're wrapping up. We'll end the show in a few minutes. Just a few more minutes. We're going to close out the show. Last chance to post any insults, hate messages, character assassination comments, any compliments, any questions, and any super chats as well. Cash App, PayPal, Ko-Fi, it's all there. No, listen, no, I never said this. JT, if you want Tan to give you money, I've never said I want Tan to give me money. Why would you? Don't twist my words. You're the word twister, not me. If you want Tan to give you money, you'll have to provide him something in return. Well, that's a fair exchange. Nothing is free in life. That's correct. With Archie, Tan gets a plaything. What can you offer him? Well, you make a very good point, but I'm not saying I want Tan to give me money. So that's you're phrasing that improperly. All right. But you're right. What you say here, you have to provide him something in return. Correct. Okay. Nothing's free in life. Right. With Archie, Tan gets a plaything. He gets a source of amusement. That's correct. Okay. What can you offer him? Well, that's an interesting question. You state a question in real terms. And yeah, all I can offer him is my butt cheeks spread wide. That's about it. Yeah, face blast that ass, baby. That's all I can offer him. I don't think he's into that. But when you get down to it, he has everything. The man's got it all. So outside of a face blast or stretching those cheeks apart, there's nothing I can offer him. Nothing, unless somebody has some ideas. So, but JT, except for how you open that question, you are correct. Yeah. Yeah. We'll end the show in 2 minutes. Last chance. Insults, any face blasting, hate comments, compliments, super chats, questions, panel members. Last chance. 2 minutes left. I will watch the Jack show if it's on tonight. And I saved that movie, True Romance. It's on Tubi TV. So I'll, not tonight, but not this week, but I will, at some point, I will watch that movie. He's got everything except a real Lambo. Well, if you ask me, he's got a real Lambo, but I'm not a car guy. Okay. JT, well, that's something at least. I'll pass on your offer to him next time I see him in the chat about the spread ass cheeks and the face blast. Okay, well, like I said, he's not into that, but that's all I have to offer him, you know. It's an Audi, honey. It very well might be, but to me, it's a Lamborghini. It says Lamborghini. It's got a Lamborghini name, a badge on it, and name on it. You can buy it at a Lamborghini dealership. You know, the sales receipt says Lamborghini, so it's a Lamborghini. It's good enough for me. Why do all those exotic, ultra high priced cars come in all these wild colors? Do they ever make them just in white or black? You know, they're orange, green, lemon yellow, lime green, neon green, purple, pink, you know, red shades. You know, do they offer? Do people buy those super luxury exotic sports cars in white? You know, or black, or chocolate brown? You know, I don't know. No, it's not a Big Mac sandwich. That's the Jack's Chicken Sandwich. That's it. That is the Jack's Chicken Sandwich, the real thing. I can see some people out there in the YouTube community saying, boy, you know, you're really picking on these people with your new batch of videos. Oh, not at all. Not at all. Have you seen the content they've done about me? Are you kidding me? No way. This is nothing compared to the vile shit that's been, you know, thrown my way. So, Bateman, I like the new RS6 in Nardo Gray. Let me look up what an RS6 is. RS6. Okay, Audi RS6. There it is. All right. Okay, Audi of America. Here it is. You got to enter your address, zip code. Fuck that. I just want to see a picture of the fucking car. Okay. Audi RS6. Let me type in Nardo Gray. What the hell is Nardo? Let's see if I can find a picture. Oh, wow. What a car. Interesting. Audi RS6 Avant. That's a 2020. Oh, here's a 2025. Interesting. Yeah. 2025 Audi RS6 Performance Nardo Gray. I can see why that would be a popular color, but for myself, I wouldn't choose that color, but interesting car. You know, the only high-priced, super exotic, luxury sports car I've ever seen pictures of that really, really impressed me was the Aston Martin DBS, if anybody knows what that is. I saw that car and I go, wow, that's what I would buy if I were a mega millionaire and wanted a car like that to pick up all that Monte Carlo, Monaco, you know, Côte d'Azur, high-priced pussy. I would get a Aston Martin DBS. Truly, I mean, I don't know if anybody knows that car, but that's really an impressive piece of car, automobile. The Wolf of Wall Street, Countach, was white. Well, there you go. How about that? I never saw them. I tried to watch that movie. It was unwatchable. I watched it for about 20 minutes. I couldn't stand it. It was just garbage, just shit filmmaking. My opinion. Yes, it's a wagon. Wow. Wasn't that the Audi on Mobland? I don't know anything about that. And it was. He says yes. Wow. Hey, Bateman, does New Zealand have any industry? I mean, besides fishing and tourism and selling Maori souvenirs at the airport gift shops, or Maori, Does New Zealand produce anything that is sold internationally, like Swiss chocolates, Swiss watches, Japanese cameras? You know, you know what I mean? Does New Zealand have any products that are sold internationally? And don't say lamb. Don't say lamb chops. I mean, is there anything New Zealand actually makes that's sold around the world? Obviously, besides lamb or wool. Okay. I don't know. It's such a small country, and it's just sheep and tourism and mountains and beautiful views. Is there anything else there? I don't know. My last vehicle was a Kia sedan. It was absolutely beautiful. I sold it when I moved out of LA. It was fantastic. It was more comfortable than a Mercedes. I'm absolutely serious. I mean, nobody would believe it, but it's true. Before that, I had Honda cars. I had a Honda Accord, and I had a Civic. And those lasted a long, long time. They were very good. Bateman, our dairy and meat products are quite popular. Some wine too. Okay, that's true. I do see New Zealand wine in wherever wine is sold. They always have a New Zealand section. That's completely true. And cheese, I see a New Zealand cheese and butter in upscale markets here as well. In fact, I think I did buy New Zealand butter and cheese at some point to try it out. It didn't taste any different, though it might have been better quality actually. But yeah, you're right. The dairy products. Yeah. And of course, wool, sheep wool, and of course, lamb. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that's it. 3 hours and 58 minutes. Let's take it to 4 hours even. So 60 seconds, we'll close out the show. Hey, Bateman, if you want to hang around after I end the show, well, we can chat off screen for a little bit. Unless you're busy in the kitchen making a cheese sandwich or something. Just saying. This was an amazing show. In fact, this last week or two of Morty's Diner shows have just been absolutely incredible. I mean, just staggeringly good. Yeah. And they've also provided a lot of fodder for those hate channels, for their hate tirades, which I know they enjoy doing very much. It gets out all their angst and inner frustration and inner tension, along with the kush, the lemon kush, and all that stuff. But that's it. 4 hours on the button. So I'm going to end the show. Thank you all, everybody, for watching the show. Fantastic content tonight. See you all soon. Good night, everyone.